Alright, here we go. Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War multiplayer reveal. This is kind of a last minute thing because I literally just woke up like 30 minutes ago. So yeah, I hope this is recording actually on YouTube. Or I hope this is streaming on YouTube. Alright, let's see here. 2 minutes till the reveal starts. Predictions. Let's see. Honestly, like all the stuff that they wanted to, all the basic information's already been out there. Things like dead silence, I think, is a perk now instead of being a field order or a field upgrade like Modern Warfare. What are some of my hopes? Honestly, my only hope for this game is that I hope that the Big Ten system kind of comes back in some way, shape, or form. Because I think that was a better pause or whatever. Because I thought it was a better like system compared to the older classical we have. I don't have a problem with the older system that we had in Modern Warfare, but I do think that the Big Ten system, or at least some variation of that, is a better system. Just because the amount of freedom that you can have when using those points, right? I also think that score streaks should be back, but I don't think kill streaks should be getting rid of completely. Having just kill streaks is not good, right? I think score streaks are the way to go. And if I have to pick between one of the two, I think score streaks is the way to go, right? But if they can somehow find a way to implement kill streaks again, but not to be as powerful as the older ones, I think that'd be nice. Maybe have it so that you have the option of like either doing score streaks or kill streaks. The kill streaks, the benefit of kill streaks is that it's a consistent like 3, 5, 7 or 3, 5, 7, 9, 12 kills for a kill streak. But if you want to use score streaks, you could potentially get those things much faster. It's just what's it called? It's just that you have to play the objective mode to do that. So you can choose between which one of the two that you want, right? Whether you're an objective player or a Slayer kind of player. 12 seconds, let's go.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Here we go. Hi everyone, I'm David Vonderhaar, Studio Design Director at Treyarch. Welcome to the multiplayer reveal of Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. On behalf of the teams at Treyarch and Raven and all our development partners across the world, thank you for joining us. Today, we do a little recon across all Black Ops Cold War multiplayer. The world, the missions, the weapons, the characters, and the systems. And you know, we'll make some fun announcements along the way. From here on out, we talk directly to you, the best fans in gaming. Joining me throughout the show is a big cast of characters from across the studio, along with some of your favorite Call of Duty content creators and streamers. One thing you've come to expect from a Black Ops game is that we are never quite satisfied with the status quo. We are always looking for a way to do it better. But some things shouldn't change, and for every
What is going on? Why is it lagging?
multiplayer game we make, one thing has it: how we
All right, here we go. $1983, okay. I'm 16.
Threat neutralized.
You're here because you're the best special forces NATO has to offer.
We're all that keeps the world from turning to cinders, comrades.
We work off the books
Operate in the shadows.
to keep the wolves at bay.
Today, we reshape the
HUTCH.
world.
What the fuck are we doing in Miami?
Let them come.
I'm guessing this is a remake of.
Go, go, go!
This looks like Warzone. It's not now.
Time to punch that time.
Oh.
Secure the sub.
I'll take care of this.
I wonder why I'm not at night. Come on. No. Dude, what the fuck?
Strike inbound. Evasive maneuver. Ah, shit. Soviet convoy disabled.
Oh my god.
I'll
dude.
drive.
Like,
Big Papa kick the war around. And that's how it goes.
Keep pushing. Yo, over here.
November 13th.
Pre-order a digital copy and get early access to the open beta and instant access to the Woods Operator Pack in Modern Warfare and Warzone.
A little bit more,
You
right?
just saw it. This is an unapologetically Cold War game set in the 80s, but it's still a Black Ops game. And for over a decade, we built our multiplayer experiences atop a core set of guiding principles. They form our pillars, deniable operations that deploy around the world, signature combat tailored to how you play, connected experiences that deliver free, robust, ongoing content, and integrate deeply into the next evolution of Warzone. Today, we're going to explore each of these facets of multiplayer. We're going to show you how this globe-trotting, cinematically connected experience is our most immersive yet. And then, we're going to show it to you in a way we never could before, with a little help from some friends. First up, the bedrock of Black Ops, deniable operations. These are the places in multiplayer you never saw and the things you never did. The missions that stay off the books and the targets and sources who stay off the record. The Cold War we set out to build is realistic. It's plausible. Most importantly, it's inspired by a gritty historical tone that we've woven into every element of our game's world and story and gameplay. Chaotic and always confidential, the deniable ops lie at the heart of multiplayer, raising the bar while creating a clear and unique narrative that influences every bit of our world building. For Black Ops Cold War, that world building drove each multiplayer level in two ways. With the signature level design you've come to expect, and by pushing the visual bar and immersing players into a narrative of unfolding events. The fight to recover a downed satellite in the Central African desert, battles that unfold on the neon-soaked streets of Miami's famed South Beach. Deniable ops are the Black Ops stories inspired by history, but forgotten by the history books. We've selected 5 maps to give you a small taste of the range of deniable ops awaiting in multiplayer.
There better be more
Later
than 5
today,
maps.
you'll see them playing. But here's a few of my teammates to share what they love most from how they were made.
My name is Brittany Beidelman. I'm a level designer.
I'm Kendall Snow, associate level designer.
I'm Brittany Perello, producer.
I'm Matt Kutris, senior level designer.
In Satellite, a top secret American recon satellite
Has lost power and crashed in the deserts of Angola. With higher DGI forces closing in,
now it's a race to secure the crash site.
what I love about Satellite is the fact that it's just this amazing natural space.
It's a lot of
Because larger
like,
maps have more
outdoorsy
components,
maps.
we
There's
can
not a lot
apply
of,
more details
buildings.
into maps like Satellite, which make them feel even more natural. The satellite at the center is like a king of the hill. Anyone who wants it has to run toward you because it's raised higher than the rest of the map.
I'm usually playing one of two ways. All in, full ham, dying again and again.
Come on.
Or in objective modes, I'll flank and get the jump on people. Satellite scratches both of those itches. Even though it's an outdoor space, the map's two different regions mean I can play long and short range tactics.
I'll be honest, I am trash with the sniper rifle, but a shotgun, that I can do. I have always been a big fan of close quarters combat, and there is great cat and mouse style gameplay in Satellite.
The crashed satellite is a super fun spot to try and outplay your enemies. Predict which way they'll circle the debris to run up behind them, or just duck inside the satellite and take your shot.
I can't tell if this is still.
This is going to be one of those classic Black Ops maps the world knows and loves for how quickly engagements fire up. East and West collide on the open seas in a top-secret mission.
Inspired by a real-life event, Project Azorian, CIA, JSOC, and Soviet forces converged to recover a sunken prototype nuclear Soviet submarine from the ocean floor.
The calm waters of Armada explode into massive naval conflict as players battle for control of large naval vessels.
With no lanes walling you in, players can engage on ships' decks, in the water, and on vehicles like wake runners and gunboats. Armada is chaos in the best way.
This really cool map that gives this amazing sense of exploration. There are so many little individual areas to find and new ways to surround or flank your enemies and get the upper hand.
A hidden safe house has been discovered right in the heart of the USSR, in the shadow of Moscow's opulent train station. With Spetsnaz dispatched, the area has gone hot.
So the Moscow map is set in the dead heart of a big city. So you're wandering through these streets with a bunch of cars, and there's tall buildings on either side of you.
There's this sense that you've been dropped into a point in history.
First thing I do is run right to the center, because that's where all lanes cross in the Moscow map. And eventually, it doesn't take long, people are going to run through the metro station. So you can just sit there and wait, but chances are there's going to be people running right into your line of fire right off the bat.
It's a classic 3-lane map where teamwork really makes the dream work.
January 17, 1980.
This is the one that I'm interested in.
This location is heavily influenced by Miami's famous, or perhaps infamous, Ocean Drive. This is a night map, but one unlike players have seen before.
You can sneak through dark, shadowy alleys, go out onto the beach, out into the ocean.
You can dive in the water and wade along the coast to get the drop on the other side.
Or you can just go right down the street and bask in the neon light.
The first time I played through Miami, I could hear this 80s nightclub music playing through the walls of one of the buildings. The little details make it lifelike, and it becomes this joy to experience.
Basically, my goal is to never be on the main street in the center, because that is sniper heaven, and that is Brittany hell. So I always go and try to flank and get those snipers from the back.
Our art and design teams worked really hard to bring the best possible night experience to the players. You'll see that play out when you sneak in the shadows on the beach or engage enemies in the center strip.
It really makes people feel like they're in Miami in the 80s. It's pretty cool.
That's a kill streak right there. Covered bomb.
In Crossroads, NATO has learned a large Soviet missile convoy is on its way to the border.
Special forces dispatch alongside MI6 to ambush the convoy and secure the weapons before all hell breaks loose.
Soviet convoy disabled.
It's one of our most cinematic maps with a boots-on-the-ground feel that feels pulled from the campaign.
Your team will want to hold down and protect its own outpost to guarantee access to one of these tanks. But infantry combat doesn't take a backseat in Crossroads, as natural terrain and foliage masks movements and provides tactical advantages.
There's a bunch of snowmobiles when you first spawn, and it's a mad dash to grab one. And now, running people over with the snowmobile is my favorite thing to do.
Each environment changes the dynamic of how you play and caters to unique loadouts. Crossroads is a bigger map, and that allows you to play the way you want to play.
RDXD.
The beaches of Miami, a frozen over lake, the open ocean. Our visual research department racked up miles visiting them all. Because if you're going to deploy around the globe in this game, that requires them to do the same. The mission for our artist is absolute authenticity. Step one in that process is photo scanning thousands of real-world objects, terrains, and materials. Those assets ensure our upgraded, physically based renderer delivers the best-looking Black Ops yet. True 4K, high dynamic range with a true color and tone, ray tracing on systems that support it, photometric lighting courtesy of our Luminaire system, and overhauled contour terrain system. The result is gritty, it's believable, I dare say it's got ambience. Most importantly, it sets the perfect stage for multiplayer combat. On that note, here's Matt with more on the modes and missions ahead.
We've talked a little bit about where you'll play, but let's talk about what you'll play when you get there. In Black Ops Cold War, our classic game modes are returning and they're better than ever. From the tried and true Team Deathmatch, Domination, and Search and Destroy, to the return of the competitive game mode Control, we've taken a fresh eye to all of your favorites. We're encouraging more meaningful gameplay with larger capture zones and Domination. We're updating spawn systems in Hardpoint. And now we show you where the next Hardpoint will spawn so you can regroup, rotate, and set up for the next fight. Across all of our classic modes, we're working hard to make this the most rewarding and competitive multiplayer experience yet. And while your go-to modes are coming back better than ever, let's talk about the innovative new modes you'll be going to next. With that, let me introduce you to my teammate Marquise Gladney, who's here to tell you about the brand new multiplayer experience we call VIP Escort.
Isn't that just
VIP
Siege?
Escort began with a question. How can we create a game mode inspired by the kind of real-life, totally true, but completely redacted Black Ops that first inspired this franchise? The result is Extraction in its purest form, a new 6-on-6 objective-based game mode we call VIP Escort.
Isn't that just Rainbow Six
In Black
Siege?
Ops, we normally task you with fighting, but VIP Escort turns that on its head with a new mechanic. If you're selected as the VIP, your #1 job, it's to live. In this team-based op, your team will try to escort you off the map or eliminate the other team trying to stop you. As VIP, you'll skip creative class, you're too important after all. Instead, you'll deploy with a kitted out pistol, a smoke grenade, a spy plane for team intel, and a whole lot of hope that your team knows what the hell it's doing. The mission? Stay alive and escape the map. To do so, you'll need to reach one of 2 possible exfil sites, which rotate over the course of the match to keep teams on their toes. There are stakes here. If you die, that ends the round. But team up and you can get your squad back on their feet quickly via last stand and revive. Each team's choices and tactics create layers of strategy and counterplay, injecting the best of Black Ops themes directly into this competition. Will your team pull Cold War mind games and misdirection by splitting up the squad to draw fire and create distractions for the VIP? Or is a full-on assault more their style? Will they travel ahead and scout, run protection detail, or take a bullet for you Secret Service style? My personal keys to victory? I stick close and escort the VIP and defend them at all costs. If the VIP doesn't make it out alive, it won't matter if you do. This new deniable operation only scratches the surface of what it means to play Cold War multiplayer.
Up next, we want to share another new way to play that goes above and beyond that classic 6v6 experience you've come to expect. Combined Arms is where multiplayer gets bigger and badder, bringing together the best of multiplayer's large-scale battles by combining infantry and vehicular gameplay into a single cohesive combat experience. In Combined Arms Domination, players will deploy into 12 versus 12 battles, each customized and unique to its own environment. But these battles aren't just bigger or more chaotic. We've worked hard to ensure the 2 levels of boots on the ground and all-out vehicular warfare complement and enhance one another on each map. Tanks, snowmobiles, wake runners, gunboats, and more. These vehicles amplify the action, sure, but they also create jaw-dropping moments right in the middle of the fight. The way I personally play Combined Arms depends on my mood. If I'm going for the win, it's rally time, and I'm pushing to capture every objective on the map. Whether that means loading up a gunboat on Armada or popping smokes so my team can cross the frozen lake and crossroads. I'm putting my try-hard pants on and making it happen. And that's the thing. In Combined Arms, almost anything can happen. I'll seek out fun moments that aren't possible in other modes, like ziplining onto the enemy's ship and seeing how long I can last before getting taken out. At launch, you can expect even more Combined Arms maps and modes, each tailored and tuned to bring the most fun, frenetic action this format can deliver. Take Armada, our most unique map to date. You saw earlier that the only life preservers on this sea-based map are your tactics, as each capture zone requires a different approach. Will you attack surgically with a two-seater Wake Runner, gather your squad and storm the main ship? From ziplines that traverse the map to all new naval tactics, Armada is combined arms domination realized, bringing high stakes, high-speed combat to the high seas. On Crossroads, you'll trade your wetsuit for a snowsuit, fighting for control of Soviet bunkers across the frozen tundra. With high-powered tanks patrolling the frozen lake and surrounding roads, you'll need to choose how to take on those slow movers. So whether you're hopping onto a snowmobile for a quick flank or rolling up your sleeves and sticking on some C4, the story is yours to write in combined arms domination. That's it for Deniable Operations for now. We've ziplined, crossed frozen lakes, and dipped into Miami's beaches. But it's really just the start of the full Deniable Ops experience. Add up the work on your favorite classic game modes to the arrival of new modes like VIP Escort and Combined Arms Domination, and it all stacks up to our most ambitious multiplayer yet. One you can play any way you want and in new ways you never expected. If you're a Call of Duty League fan, we have a bunch of new stuff lined up just for you. Stay tuned. This may be a multiplayer game built for everyone, but these will be your Deniable Operations. And now, I'll turn it over to Tony to talk about what we mean when we say signature combat.
Thanks, Matt. Now, a lot has changed for us since the first Black Ops game. From our development pipelines to totally new technologies, but some things haven't changed. And after over a decade of making Black Ops games, we're more inspired than ever to keep honing in on that authentic, classic Black Ops feel, all while taking it to new heights. Now we know that to you, combat is more than just pointing and shooting. It's about how your operator moves and weaves through your surroundings. It's feeling the power of your weapon, how it reacts in your hands. It's the sound of bullets storming past you, the rattle and bang of firing your weapon. In Cold War, we're back to plausible, authentic, boots-on-the-ground combat. And that has allowed us to not only refine the feel of the game, but build on all the classic foundations of Black Ops. Heads-up gameplay, automated healing, and grounded movement. Right there. Keeping your player experience in the front of our minds has also inspired a fresh wave of thinking across our Creative Class and Score Streak systems, where we're introducing features that bring unprecedented transparency to your planning and cinematic wow moments to when you're playing.
Oh, that iron sight. I missed
now,
that
innovating
iron sight.
systems, while still capturing that signature Black Ops super smooth feel, is a notoriously tricky thing to get just right. And we put everything we have into it for each game. This is an absolute team effort, so I brought some of my friends from the combat team to help tell you about our initiatives for this game and how they've resulted in signature combat that feels just right. Here's Max Porter to start us off.
We've taken lessons learned from across Black Ops and the entire Call of Duty franchise to land on a truly best-in-class weapon experience. The gun is almost always right in front of you and must look great.
Is that AK-74 or
From a gun's seams down to its grime, the level of detail in Black Ops Cold War has never been higher. But our weapons also need to move in a realistic manner. You'll feel it in this game, whether you're clocking from long range or firing from the hip. When we think about a gun, we think about the way it looks, the way it's going to move, but a big part of a gun's personality is the sound that it makes. It's like the bark of a dog. We're sort of imagining all these guns as characters.
Oh, thank God.
That just adds to that level of realism and that sort of immersive quality that is unique to Call of Duty.
Black Ops 2.
It's this multifaceted approach to how weapons look, animate, and sound that together defines the feel of Cold War's signature gunfighting experience. Here's Alvin with a debrief on some of the other combat systems waiting for you in Cold War.
Let's talk about two of the most significant and impactful features of multiplayer: Create a Class and Score Streaks. Our goal with Create a Class in Cold War is to empower you without making trade-offs. This year, better starts with simpler. Create a Class will be a slot-based system, no longer governed by allocations or the Pick 10 system. You will always boast a full class of a primary, secondary, lethal, tactical, field upgrade, and a set of perks. Field upgrades are items placed in the world to give your team an advantage. You can earn them solely based on time, not score, and they are the only type of game content that works on a cooldown that lasts after death. Now, wild cards are back. In this system, in every class, you can pick one of 4 wildcards that let you do things like load your primary weapon with up to 8 attachments, carry up to 6 perks, double the number of lethals and tacticals you have, or carry 3 primary perks from any mix of categories. Of course, a key component of Create a Class is the gunsmith.
Okay, I'm listening.
In Black Ops Cold War, there are more optics and attachments to unlock and configure than ever before. Every primary weapon can be customized with 54 attachments across 8 different nodes or attachment points, with at least 6 options per attach point. By default, you can equip 5 attachments, or 8 with the Gunfighter wildcard. For the first time, Gunsmith will show you what equipping an attachment does as a positive or negative percentage. You can now build backwards,
That's exactly what
speccing out the
Modern
perfect
Warfare
gun
did. What are you talking
for results
about?
you want to see in the field. This takes the guesswork out of the system and helps us on our never-ending quest to make the most balanced Call of Duty game you've ever played. There's one more thing I need to talk about.
Thank God.
First up, we've updated score streaks so that earned score is kept through death.
Oh,
This change
what?
gives all players a chance to engage with score streaks, one of the most visceral and fun experiences across multiplayer's signature combat. If you do go on a streak and string together multiple kills before your own death, streak score bonuses help you earn into those higher-powered score streak tiers. To prevent score streak spam, each score streak will go on a cooldown after it's used to pace out frequency. So, what score streaks are we talking about? Well, your favorites are back, but we've also got a few surprises. Score streaks in Cold War can be used in all the classic ways: to aid in taking an objective, to save your team, to break up the pace of the game with a fun new experience. We've also tailored strategy into the system, as score streaks can often be neutralized with a counter score streak. And now I'll pass it over to Sunny to share more about our operators and how they move in Black Ops Cold War.
Elite, covert, powerful. When you play as a Cold War operator, you won't just step into the boots of a highly trained precision instrument. Every movement will have a purpose. To increase the fidelity and feel of even the smallest elements, modelers, animators, and concept artists all work side by side, planning for every point of contact with every gun, every stance and position, every scenario. Thanks to increased dynamic bone counts, we've been able to enhance the effects of physics and gravity on what you carry, from the weight of your gear, like pouches and grenades, to the way a wallet chain or rope sways as you sprint. Your entire operator will move more naturally than ever. Here's 4 specific ways movement has improved through new cutting-edge techniques in animation and programmatic movement. The first is sprint takeoff. This is the feature that gives your operator a running start. You start with a little sprint and then it slows down to normal speed. This lets you feel the momentum of like where you're going and where you're going to end up. We wanted to preserve the fluidity and fun of an operator's ability to slide. In Black Ops Cold War, when you slide, you start and end in a crouch position in a believable way. This allows 2-player movement states to function better as one, all while improving gameplay and enhancing pace. Footstep control also plays a big part of the new movement system.
This seems like
Go
the same as
faster
Modern
and you'll
Warfare.
make more noise. Of course, we still have Ninja as a perk, but Ninja is no longer the only way to keep quiet. Whether or not you're crouched, how loud you get is now directly tied to how
Oh, that
fast
looks
you're
like the
moving.
Commando. Thank
Lastly,
God.
we've incorporated a classic jump with a much more natural height, which will very briefly slow you down on landing. Our goal in all of these movement mechanics is to ensure operators' actions are not just authentic, but intuitive. When you press a button or a key, you should always feel in control of your operator, and this system has been built to translate your decisions into dynamic movement more seamlessly than ever. The era of the game might be the 80s, but the characters you play will move and shoot like the world's most highly skilled operators.
Signature combat. It isn't just how a gun is shot, it's how that gun feels, how it sounds, how it's designed to create a combat experience. And combat isn't just about conflict, it's also movement. So the fluid ways in which your operators shift around the AO and carry the gear you
I'm looking at
outfit them
YouTube right
in
now and
is
like
just as important
all
as
the
choices
YouTubers
you
already
give
have
them. Choices like the overhauled Create a Class system, or all those attachment possibilities in Gunsmith, or the new ways you can earn and deploy score streaks in the thick of battle. These combat initiatives work together to deliver the most intuitive, plausible, authentic, boots-on-the-ground experience possible, and they are at the heart of Black Ops Cold War. Now on that note, I'd like to introduce Miles, who's going to discuss some of the biggest innovations yet.
Thanks, Tony. All right, everyone, let's talk Warzone. You've seen how we're pouring it all into the Cold War multiplayer experience, but let's confirm it right here, right now. Black Ops Cold War will also usher in the next evolution of Call of Duty Warzone, continuing and expanding the blockbuster Battle Royale free-to-play experience. And it'll be a true evolution, with Warzone not merely picking up where the Modern Warfare climax left off narratively, but also interweaving the themes, locations, weapons, and vehicles of Black Ops Cold War right into the action. Cold War and Warzone will also share post-launch content from a narrative standpoint across both the Battle Pass system and item shop content. This interlinks Call of Duty in ways that evolve the Warzone experience while delivering jaw-dropping moments. So yeah, you can expect some surprises along the way. One surprise we're avoiding is the feeling of starting over. It's important to us that you can still use your characters and weapons and progression-related items, which is why investment and progress in Cold War is reflected in Warzone. While these are two very big games, from the beginning they've been built to work together. Your player experience is everything to us. So we're making sure Black Ops Cold War and Warzone share progression, with much of your previously earned Modern Warfare content, from weapons to cosmetics, still available for use in both Warzone and Modern Warfare. We're collaborating with our studio partners across Call of Duty to preserve continuity while building a new chapter of Warzone that'll immerse you into all of the best elements of Black Ops Cold War. That's multiple studios totally committed to continuing this new tradition of insanely fun, absurdly accessible Warzone action. We can't wait for you to see how Verdansk and all of Call of Duty will evolve in the year ahead. But that sense of interconnectedness, it extends beyond just Warzone. That's why I'm excited to confirm that Black Ops Cold War will not only support cross-platform play and progression, but will also deliver cross-generation play to the game. That's because Black Ops Cold War is, at its heart, a connected experience. And playing together on whatever platforms you prefer only betters that experience. Crossplay and cross-progression across current and next-generation systems across all modes. That won't be easy, but it's worth it to allow fans who have never had a chance to play together to squad up and deploy, no barriers between them.
Nice.
And with the Battle
Thank
Pass
God.
system delivering a steady stream of post-launch content, Black Ops Cold War will be the very first cross-platform, cross-generation Call of Duty experience, making it the deepest game in franchise history. Vaughn, where do we go next?
Yeah, Miles, on the subject of platforms, we've got a very special guest, Mark from Beanox.
Hey, what's up, Van? On behalf of Beanox, we are extremely excited and proud to bring Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War to Battle.net as the lead PC developer. PC continues to be a critically important pillar of game development for the Call of Duty franchise. In addition to the major improvements we have made to Call of Duty PC in the past, including uncapped frame rates, high refresh rate support, and customized field of view, we're always looking for ways to improve features and customizable settings. One of the biggest improvements this year is that the Black Ops engine now runs on DirectX 12. This has led to a huge improvement in terms of performance and latency reduction. For players who prioritize immersive gameplay, we have a great partnership with NVIDIA to bring ray trace effects, performant accelerating deep learning supersampling or DLSS, and RayFX latency optimization technology. We will implement ray trace shadows and ambient occlusion to improve the quality of light shadow and sunlight shadow. This improves surface and contact detail and fixes problems associated with traditional shadow mapping techniques like aliasing, freckling, and disconnected shadows. Also, we will be implementing AI-powered DLSS, so players will be able to increase their frame rate while maintaining the visual quality of the game. For players looking for better responsiveness, we've integrated the Reflex low latency technology to lower system latency. This combines both GPU and game optimization. We're also happy to announce that Reflex will be coming to Call of Duty Warzone in the future. We have so much more to talk about, but right now I would like to hand it back to David Vondor. Von?
We've declassified a whole lot today, and one thing is clear. Black Ops Cold War is here, and it's ushering in a new chapter of deniable operations that are undeniably Call of Duty at its very best. It's realistic, plausible, gritty. You've seen our team-wide commitment to storytelling, infusing the story and spirit of the Cold War narrative into everything we do, even in multiplayer. You've seen our emphasis on authenticity shine through every location, every weapon, every vehicle, every character. Each one telling a story we can't wait for you to uncover and experience. You've seen us challenge ourselves to not only innovate on classic game modes, but introduce a new generation of instant classics. Modes like VIP Escort and Combined Arms Domination. You'll see that duo played today, and it's just the start, as we've got massive drops of free content planned post-launch, including new and limited time modes. No matter what type of multiplayer gamer you are, you'll find something for you. Tying it all together is that signature combat you love. Grounded and always realistic, you'll move fast and fluid, feel powerful when you need to be, and customized just the way you want to be. The new creative class and score streak systems give you even more of what you love, infusing more control and cinematic moments with less friction between you and the gameplay than ever before. And this is a true connected experience. Warzone and Cold War. The events in one will impact the events in the other, expanding Call of Duty in new ways you've never seen before. And Black Ops Cold War is not only a cross-platform game, but it's also a cross-generation cross-platform game. Now, that should be the end of our show, but this wouldn't be a Black Ops multiplayer reveal without some Black Ops style mind games. We have talked a lot today about what Black Ops is, how it feels, what it does, but for over 10 years, Black Ops is also something else.
Zombies?
A game that consistently presses the boundaries about what multiplayer means. Our team relentlessly looks for opportunities to offer new types of multiplayer experiences. In Black Ops Cold War, we're excited to be launching an entire new category of multiplayer gameplay called Fireteam. This new format of multiplayer brings together everything that we loved about making Cold War and everything you'll love about playing Cold War. Across every Fireteam mission and mode, you'll discover some of the most imaginative game loops we have ever designed. The Fireteam format allows us to emphasize teamwork and reward creativity. And it allows you to do things you've never done in Black Ops multiplayer before. You'll fight in squads of 4 called fire teams. You'll deploy into larger maps, play fast, pushing through multiplayer objectives and modes that demand quick thinking. The action won't just affect you, but the environment you battle in. Enter Fireteam Dirty Bomb, one of the most unique game loops we've ever imagined. You and your team must search for uranium. Then, deliver that uranium to Dirty Bombs positioned around the map. Deposit uranium and detonate the bomb. Now, avoid radioactive fallout as you navigate a toxic battlefield. Every decision you make impacts your survival rate and your success rate. We can't wait to tell you even more about Fireteam Dirty Bomb and the other Fireteam modes and maps in the weeks ahead as we get closer to our public beta.
So is that Spec Ops
I
then?
guess there's only one thing left to do. Let's play Black Ops Cold War.
I like the soundtrack's like a World of Warcraft sounding. Oh, this is the multiplayer review again. Okay, I was gonna do this again because it was lagging a lot earlier. But this works out.
Threat neutralized.
You're here because you're the best special forces NATO has to offer.
We're all that keeps the world from turning to cinders, comrades.
We work off the books.
Operate in the shadows.
To keep the wolves at bay.
That looks like
Today,
an MP7 or a
we
Mac
reshape
11.
the world.
What the fuck are we doing in Miami?
Let them come.
shot, no for overcrowd. Repercussions in your mouth, split clip all the time. Hip hop will take the war around. Real flows, and that's how it's goes.
Go, go, go! Time to punch that top guard.
Secure the sub.
I'll take care of this.
Oh, I'm so happy that Coach is back.
Strike inbound. Evade the maneuver.
Ah, shit.
Soviet convoy disabled.
I don't know how I feel about drive. Being in the multiplayer, regular multiplayer. It was cool, it was fun. But I don't know how to actually play.
Big Papa take the war around. And that's how it goes.
Keep pushing!
Euro.
No! Over here!
Pre-order a digital copy and get early access to the open beta and instant access to the Woods Operator Pack in Modern Warfare and Warzone.
Zombies? Zombies! Oh man. Ah, they chose the lack of the wrong place. At the end of the live stream, right? Probably. Yeah, it seems like the end.
Welcome to the Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War worldwide multiplayer reveal. The Depths and Prayer just gave us our first look into the details around the next generation of global combat for Cold War multiplayer. So thank you, team.
We are pumped to start showcasing all the different deniable operations and signature combat experiences they've been talking about. This right here is where we step into the awesome chaos of multiplayer, and wow, does what they've got on tap this year look good.
We're going live with Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War multiplayer, bringing you action from dozens of top creators and CDL pros from across the planet, from their homes to our studio to you in a way and scale we've never done before. Each one of them is about to deep dive into the game, and we'll be jumping on board with them to get you all the action from their point of view.
Right here is the place where we're giving you the goods. Core 6v6 style Black Ops modes like TDM, Kill Confirmed, and Domination.
And we're about to wreak some havoc in brand new modes like Combined Arms, which just happens to include the vehicle-fueled warfare we gave you a little taste test of earlier. This unprecedented worldwide reveal also means that you're about to get your first good look at the highly competitive VIP Escort mode.
And as a bonus for everyone watching this stream, we'll also talk about how Treyarch is approaching free post-launch content for Black Ops Cold War, as well as how they've optimized multiplayer for PlayStation 5.
This sounds awesome! Are you okay? Are you ready?
Holy shit, yes, I am ready!
This guy's so awkward.
Let's do this!
I can't.
What's up, guys? I'm Nameless, and I'm here to make sure that you guys don't miss any of the crazy moments that we have throughout the day. We have some of the top streamers from around the entire world itching to play Cold War, and we're going to be kicking it off here very shortly. These guys have been streaming. These are your favorite guys playing, different games that we've had over the years, and playing up some of them on the screen right now. Okay. We are going to have some of the guys that I've been loving to play with and watch over the years. Bobby Poff Gaming, Driftor, Cat Conti, Cat, Gun, Legion. You know these guys from YouTube, from Twitch, from all over the
Marksman,
world.
there
One
we
of my
go.
favorites.
Noah
being
J, Nick
Merckx, Noah J, Sean J Gaming, and also Marksman. I can't wait to watch these guys drop in on our Armada.
okay.
Symphony, Tim the Tatman. Hopefully he can stay on the map. And also Try Max. It's going to be an incredible day. We also have many more, as well as some of our CDL pros. They're going to be all participating today. And now let's take a look at what these guys are going to be starting off with. We have 12 versus 12 combined arms domination on Armada. This is the first map
guys.
ever to be fully
I don't know how long this
on
review is
water.
going to be.
But
I
let's
haven't
kick things
eaten
off,
breakfast,
and
so
I'm
I'm
going
going
to
to go get
David
breakfast
and Murph.
real quick.
Thank you so much, Nameless. Yes, for the commentary. Myself and Big Merc. How you doing, buddy?
I'm just so excited to be here. Obviously, we love revealing these things, and while I cannot wait to jump into the gameplay, the trailers, they just look so darn good.
Yeah, it's like death taxes, and we know we've got a new Call of Duty every year, and I'm excited to get into this and look at all, the new modes, the new vehicles, all the stuff we're going to touch on, whether it's for casual player, competitive player. We're going to go through all the cool features this game has. We've obviously had some eyes on with it, seen some of the players playing it, looked at some of the internal stuff, and it's just really cool, like the passion and excitement. Well, you saw from all the devs, everybody's ready to get this game out there for people to play.
Yeah, just so many new things that we're going to be taking a look at. Just so many new features. As Nameless was saying, this map entirely on water. There's vehicles you can take around the map. You can play on the boats. There's going to be 5 different zones. It's first to 400. And, well, there's just so many different ways to play the map.
All right, so what, kicking it off with Noah J, the Easter egg man himself. He has been popping off lately. It's awesome to see his success, and obviously a very talented Call of Duty player in his own right. We'll see if he can hit with a sniper. Just taking a look at our good buddy Mud Dog's in there, Jericho, Teep. You've got a full laundry list of just popular streamers going off as Noah J hitting shots.
And just right away, you look at this map, you look at this gameplay, and doesn't it just look like Treyarch? The color palette pops out. You have so many different attachments that we're going to be going with. You see the kill feed. You have the traditional Black Ops mini map. Man, I just love Treyarch.
No, yeah, I love the mini-maps. So the first things we noticed when you took a look at the new title coming out this year. But Noah, as you'll see in pubs more often than not, he's set up in a power position, snipe in hand, just looking to drop numbers. But yeah, I mean, he's been around for so long, comfortable with every dev, every title, as he's experienced everything Call of Duty has to offer. But yeah, it's what Nameless was saying. Just this is like what the first map that's completely on water. You already see score streaks coming in. I believe that was a attack chopper in as he is just dominating the other team, but still a tight race in the score department.
Yeah, I mean, his first clip when he first tweeted out, I was watching as you guys were introing it. You know, we're going through the devs, and he goes, "Sniping is back." Noah's so excited. You see the zip line coming through from ship to ship. It just looks so smooth. Chaos in the air. The attack choppers going down, and his team with a slight little lead.
Well, let's see if he can keep it rolling. It's been one heck of a life for him. You know how much he loves to operate with that sniper in hand. He's got the shotgun for close range. A reminder, this is combined arms domination, 12v12. And we're going to be showing a wide range of stuff today, right? We're going to have some 6v6, 12v12, showing different maps, from your 3-lane maps to your more open kind of sandbox maps as well. There's something for every player in this title, and we'll progress through that over the course of the next 2 hours or so. But just exciting to see the new twists on gameplay that Treyarch have to provide. Obviously, we love working with them, and the gameplay they've come up with throughout their cycles has just been insane.
Yeah, and something to notice today when we're going through domination, something that's a little bit new compared to past Call of Duty titles. It's not just one flag. It's more of an area that you're really going to be capturing. It's going to create more of I think, a combat dynamic around those zones, right? So, you can play in different areas. You can capture it from different spots. But here as well, it sounds like we're hopping on board with Swag. We're going to be jumping from lobby to lobby. We got a lot of different creators as they get started.
Yeah, I was going to say, Priesta looks a little bit different right
Swag.
now. This is Swag. We've been watching him a lot on Warzone. We know what a monster he can be. But over to Jericho, one of my favorite streamers to watch. He gets in some of these big tournaments he'll play in on Warzone in various modes. And Jericho, maybe not the most talented player in the entire world. But you know what? He's handsome. He's one of the most entertaining streamers in the world, and I love him. I love Jericho to death. Guy's a beast.
He loves to have fun, and that's what's important. He's trying to show off the zip lines a little bit. You can hear him talking a little bit. I mean, they've had some experiences. Well, this is SKYZ, one of the CDL pros. He was an MVP candidate for us, but here you go. You see him taking a boat, trying to capture this A zone, and yeah, swimming. well, when was the last time you saw someone with Black Ops 3, right? So, you know, you have these different features from past titles in this game.
We'll see what he can do from the sneaky underwater positions, but yeah, just working the objective for now. As his team, I think, doesn't have a single cap as of now, but remember, we're going to be hopping through a variety of matchups, right? Like, there's a lot of players playing this, a lot of different streamers. If you're wondering why the score looks a little bit different, we're just hopping through a ton of different POVs and showing you guys how stuff is breaking down throughout the course of the day. As we go right over to Marksman, and he's in a boat looking to get busy.
Yeah, you can see he's got a turret on him as well.
Yeah,
just,
right, Priester.
Well, you can hear that minigun go off later. Priester, that's a nice headshot. Marksman, known for his search and destroy gameplay. He has been playing Call of Duty for so long since, I mean, we've been involved. So great to see him involved today. Well, yeah, just patrolling the area right now with this boat. And well, Swag, he's getting aggressive. He's got the MP5, the classic MP5, and you can just hear Tim yelling.
Yes, Tim, I get it. I'm not a father, but I am also bald, and I know it makes life a little bit more difficult. But Tim, there is love out there for bald men like us, and you're an absolute beast. But yeah, are you surprised to see Swag with an MP5 in hand?
No,
looks to be very natural.
Yeah, getting aggressive, right? You watch him play Warzone, he gets busy. Tim, on the other hand, you see the movement coming in. Yeah, a lot of these guys, they're used to Modern Warfare. It's going to take them some time to get used to the movement throughout the maps, and nice shots on it by Tim. He's rocking that assault rifle.
Clip it and ship it. Well, it's going to be interesting, too. You've seen, like, they talked a little bit about the score streak stuff and how it's going to work, right? That's going to carry on through death, and depending if you're getting a lot of kills within that one death, there's a multiplayer to work with. But also, one thing I kind of like is, you know, we've talked about sort of score streak spam in the past when somebody's going off. The fact that there's going to be kind of a cooldown on it, so there won't be that same spam, it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. I'm excited to see how it works in the various pub modes, but we'll take a look at kind of the loadout screen as he's changing, getting into a different one. I think that's courage we're hearing as well, maybe a little coaching for the squad.
At least I do, so that's what I'm going to go looking for.
All right, so Drifter, you're hearing his strategy around this zone. He likes to get in the water, likes to get busy, just trying to look around him, man. It just looks so darn good in this area. All the different graphics, all the different colors.
Basically.
I was actually thinking about that, like, it's actually crazy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
it's actually crazy, like how
so I'm actually gonna
wild, like just water graphics have gone. Now that's like a silly thing to talk about when you think about years and years and years ago, like various games. Like it's just nutty how far it's come.
They're all above me. If I try to go out any other way, oh god.
Trying to figure out what he wants, but I just love the 74U. It's always been one of my favorite guns, back from COD 4, back from Black Ops 1. I am so excited that it's back here in Cold War. Nice shots by Drifter with that headshot, taking down Hutch. Hutch! As he just continues to go around this zone, and well, it is the that's not Hutch.
Well, that's Karma.
That's Karma.
That is one of the greatest Call of Duty players of all time. Absolute monster.
And he's actually one of my favorites to watch at the beginning of the games because
come on, Seth.
He is always switching it up, trying different weapons. Like the guy just loves playing COD.
No, he just loves the game. He really loves the game. I think a little bit of trash talk that was coming from his former teammate and Scump, Seth Abner. Abner, absolute monster. Yeah, I'm not sure who Seth Abner is, but yeah, Seth Abner, absolute beast. Okay. Well, maybe to a different POV.
Wait. Oh, he was watching Scump. Oh. He wasn't even playing. We were watching Scump. Wow. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Okay. I was wondering why I was hearing kind of Seth's call-outs more than anything. And this is a naval. What's going on with his hair, Joe?
I mean, listen, the guy, as a boat just flew off. I don't know what was going on. Nice shots, takes down Courage. I don't know. You know, he didn't have the best year for the Seattle Surge, and listen, he's trying to earn some subs.
He goes by Deputy Hadbad now.
I don't know what
in case you weren't aware.
Really means, but I love it.
Yeah, and this is a guy whose company we've enjoyed a lot this year playing Call of Duty with, Symphony. Absolute monster, one of the most talented aimers I've ever had the privilege of playing with. The guy is nutty, and well, you can see how accurate he can be. There's Hutchy Poo. How you doing, sir?
Hutch back in the boat. Back in the boat. Is he just going to get it? Get on the turret as well. It tries to take down the player ziplining across. And I don't know, man. Watching the players zipline, it just looks so smooth. The pace they go at, it looks incredible.
No, it really, really does. It's just going to be a fun mode to... I mean, what's the... as much as we can talk about different maps and competitive and 3 lanes or sandbox, wherever it is, like at its core, Call of Duty is just fun. And this just looks like it's going to be a blast. Because I'm at the most comfortable in the water, Joe. I'm a modern day Aquaman.
Well, you,
No, I hate the ocean. I'll be honest with you. I'm just absolutely terrified of open water. No.
Tim, have a nice day.
Yeah, you don't seem like a big swimmer to me.
Nope. Terrified of sharks.
Yeah, what's up, man?
That's what they need to add. Just sharks, dude. You're in there.
Like a score streak? You call it Jaws? Call it Jaws? I like that.
I'm with that.
You're fucking high.
I don't think Nick is very pleased with how that gunfight just went for him.
No, he got smoked. He got headshotted. Well, yeah, I mean, sometimes you get headshot in Call of Duty, that messes with you. But Nick, we know how into the game Nick is based on where his cam is. Nice shots right there on the Symphony. And if you can see his forehead, he's into it.
He's not, like, he's not sweating enough yet.
No.
You mean like once it's only forehead?
Yes.
Like,
I guess I didn't really miss much.
Yeah, right. Well, over to Legion, God, if you haven't checked out his stream, one of the more entertaining people in the world. Fantastic singing voice as well.
He's good. I don't know what he's doing. You want to come in here and see my watch?
What's up, Diesel? Slapshot.
Yeah, I do.
I think he's just,
but yeah,
I don't know what that was.
I have
recorded.
no
Look,
idea.
I'm actually playing the alpha right now.
Yeah, no, this is live for
if
us
you guys
too.
have any
All of it.
questions or
Live
anything,
action going down now.
Feel free to ask,
oh my
and I'll
God.
try to answer them the best I can.
They went all out with the
What I'm
map.
playing right
Questions.
now
Thank
is
God.
a mode called
Well, actually, I don't know how I feel about that.
kind
Go
of
ahead,
like
take him through it.
Yeah, no, Joe and I'll just shut up. He's just
Ground
breaking it
war.
down for you guys. This is
That's
fantastic.
the best way to explain
I
it.
like that. As he takes his zip line.
It's not
He's
as
got
big
what,
as ground
he's
war.
got, he's
Smaller
got a
teams.
shotgun.
It's 12v12.
Okay, yeah,
but
12v12,
there's 6
not as big as
flags
ground
and
war.
5 flags on.
You know what blows my mind about this stuff? Because obviously, well, I'm not very good at it, but like, I can like answer questions with viewers and stuff while I'm playing, but doing like a full like commentary and like answering a lot of questions, like, I can't do it. Like I get people doing it like over their gameplay as like a VOD thing, but that's a skill to just sit there and just still play casually and fry while you're doing it.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't have game audio up. He was there like, I'm going to present to you Call of Duty, but here is testament one of the best snipers in the world, especially in Call of Duty. This guy, I'm sure he's already got some ridiculous clips on his YouTube, on his social media.
You're sitting next to one of the greatest snipers alive too, Joe.
Honestly, it just depends. If you're about 7 to 8 hours in, your hands are warmed up, that's the hot spot, yeah.
Not that we recommend gaming that long, but I do it every day.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Over to Sean J Gaming, looking for the angles.
The AK-47 Ironside,
nice
so
little cheeky
good.
position there as people are pushing out, able to line up multiple.
That's
you
like
see the health bar.
that's similar to the AK-47
just
attachment
cutting
from
through the opposition, trying to work towards that E-cap.
From
We
Black
get
Ops
back
1.
over to Drifter. Well, getting in the boat didn't go super well.
Deputy had bad.
That's what I was talking about earlier. Deputy had bad. You got to watch out for Enable because you're about to get had bad.
And listen, for some of these content creators, there are some demons in these lobbies in the Call of Duty Elite Pros that, listen, it's going to be tough for them to win some
what is
gunfights.
Scump? Look at the kill
he's
feed.
on
Scumpy,
he's on
what the
chopper
hell?
gunner. If we can go to Scump's point of view, I don't know if we could switch, but he's doing some crazy stuff with the streets.
I'm pretty sure I just saw like 7 to 8 straight kills
Oh,
pop
that's
up
a
for
car.
Scump.
It's an RC car. Classic.
Absolutely frying the competition. Absolutely frying them.
Yeah, no, he has been. He has been. He is just keeping it rocking. AK-74U in hand. Streaks have been soaring.
Oh, that's a
They're up
7-4U?
100
Yes.
points, and the king
Oh, I'm
is
good in
here.
this game.
Oh, yeah,
I am good in this
surprise.
game now.
Timmy. Oh, Timmy's got an artillery called in. That's going to connect with you. You hear Jack. Jack is just lighting it up in the kill feed with the chopper gunner. It seems like some of our players are starting to figure this out a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these guys, like, it's been cool to see them, like, kind of come back to their roots. You know, they'll play other titles at times, but just coming back to their love for Call of Duty. Like, Tim, for
TIMTHETATMAN.
example, has just been loving the grind as of late. Courage JD, one of my best pals, and I hate to give him credit, but he's actually pretty nasty at the game as well.
I can't believe how big
Hutch
this
has
map
just
is.
been
Like, they actually went all out.
He's exploring.
I mean, it's
No,
12v12,
he is.
so I guess
That's
makes
what you're
sense.
going to see. Well, he's been playing, like, Flight Simulator as of late, so that probably feels more natural for him right now, just exploring. But I'll tell you what, if they put like I don't know what they're called, the wake runners or the jet skis in the game, like they put that in the CDL, do you think that Doug Sensor Martin actually could get on a pro team?
We'll have to look at the maps, but there's an opportunity. He's got the practice. He has
Marksman, let's go.
If there's a jet ski, there's a chance.
That certainly
You know he's got the determination.
The turret.
He's retiring. He's back. He's retired. We love you, Doug Sensor Martin.
Oh my gosh.
Legion's just laughing. I don't know.
What?
What?
All right, I'm gonna show you guys. This isn't really a game.
I
This is
pride
where you
myself
kinda
in my
run anything that
accents, but
matters.
he might be a
Oh
little
my
bit better at it
God.
than I am.
This map,
Let's
besides
see.
the sniper rifle right now, because we don't have enough time left to switch
I don't think
up.
so.
But I'm gonna show you guys like the RPD.
Okay, so it looks like a lot of
the
people want to see
AK-74
the
used,
snipers.
The undisputed champ of weapons.
Well, yeah, it looks like it's just one of those maps that it's either like long-range fights with a sniper or close-range, up-close and personal with a shotgun or an MP5, but there's the defeat.
Dude, I kept hearing someone go, oh my gosh, that's his sub sound. That's what that was. I literally just kept hearing it going over and over and over again. I was like, what is going on in this stream?
That makes sense.
Make sure I'm doing everything I need to be doing.
Well, as he thanks the subs, we wrap up the first map. Legion, enjoy that little 70 train. Hope you're having a great time. But
we got it out here.
we're going to go through a lot of different maps and modes. That was the first of the 12v12
Let's go, Zippo.
on Armada.
And then you see some, the post game. You have score, you have damage dealt, you have eliminations again. You had EKIA and Black Ops 4. It looks like that's making that return, and you can sort of see your past history throughout that. So it's awesome to see.
Yeah, very clean. But they'll get ready, locked and loaded to get into the next game as we continue on through the Cold War multiplayer reveal. We hope you like to look at the first map. But again, this is going to be a wide range. We're going to try and show everything, like more vehicle and sandbox maps like you just saw there. We'll get to smaller maps as well as we continue on
I
through.
want to
But
check out Miami.
yeah,
That's what
Miami
I
just
wanna
looked.
see.
It was just easy on the eyes, right?
It looks
like
pretty.
It was just pretty. It was absolutely beautiful. But we kind of talked through the gameplay. We saw a lot of different POVs. To break down some of the best moments, we're going to toss it over to Nameless.
Thanks, guys. That was an incredible game. That was just a hilarious, fun, and entertaining way to kick off the day. And what I really like about Combined Arms is that it fits everybody's playstyle. There's things for everybody to do. You saw Marksman loving the boat. You saw a lot of people sniping, and then you saw some of our CDL pros like Scump using that AK-74U. I mean, the sniper can be so deadly on this map because there are super long-range fights that you can take from boat to boat. And if you really want to get crazy, you can try to snipe somebody off the zip line. But those guys are moving really fast, so it could be very difficult. So as you can see right here, we have Noah J. He's using a sniper and a shotgun, and SKYZ, one of our CDL pros. He was in the boat early on, and what I find interesting about the boats is you can operate the turret as you're driving it, and then a lot of the time, somebody's just gonna throw a grenade or a C4 at you and just blows up right away. Yeah, Marksman was just hanging out with this boat, dude, just driving around. He's the player that just enrages me when I'm playing. But right there, we just saw a boat just fly up into the sky out of nowhere. I think a naval just bumped into it, but we see some M4s. For those of you who love Warzone, the M4 is back, and it's fantastic in this game.
M4 is the commando of this game.
Long range. Moving over to Symphony. This guy has the absolute best shot in the game.
Zipline
Merch
here.
was running that 74U as well. He was just trying to get up close and personal inside of some of the domination points, and he was playing real well early on, trying to pick up those streaks. And I also noticed a lot of players were loving to use that TAC laser, so you can just hip fire people up close and string together multi-kills, as well as the sniper right here, just fantastic headshots. He had an opportunity for the triple, and he was trying to get the feed, and you can hear him, he raged right there at the very end. And Hutch is one of my favorites, rolling around in that speedboat right here, channeling his inner jet ski, trying to pick up some kills. And you know, the element of swimming is back, and it's also insane because when you're underwater, you can see people crystal clear from a distance. Legion as well with the sniper here, picking up some kill feeds, getting one of those final kill cams. Ultimately, his team ended up losing the game, but that was just an insane way to start it off. You saw Scump pick up that chopper gunner. He picked up like 8-9 kills, but for now,
crazy.
we gotta watch some more gameplay. So take it away, Jess.
Thank you so much, Ant. Yeah, I am so excited to see these VIP escort missions. It's matches rather. It's 6v6. The key is one player on the board is the VIP, and depending on which team you're on, you're either trying to rescue the VIP or kill them. So I cannot wait. I believe we're going to be playing on Miami. So that's the map that Merc and Maven, I know you guys were just hyping up. So take it away, guys.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm excited to see the new mode, but yeah, really to see Miami. It was cool to hear kind of the the level designers talk about it, but aesthetically it was just very pleasing. I like neon lights. I like colors. It looked gorgeous, Joe, just like your eyes.
Listen, I would love to go on a date in Miami with you when this
We
is
did.
all
Wait,
done.
what do you mean? We did that last year.
Yeah,
we went
well,
there for some
it's a little bit
football
different
event.
right
We
now.
went and saw a film together. We had a nice dinner.
I want to do it again. But I don't know, dude. Just the 80s style that they were talking about. As you said, the neon lights. You're going to have the water that are going to play. The way the levels designers talked about it. There's just a lot of different elements to it. It's sort of, you can play very aggressive through the middle of the street, but I don't know if we're going to Miami. I think we're actually going to Satellite. It looks to be the next map.
So we're going to get to that a little bit later in the show.
Yeah, so we'll get to that later, but we're going to be playing 6v6 kill confirmed on Satellite. When you talk about Satellite, not a lot of buildings to go
No, it's all
through.
terrain. There are no buildings.
Yeah, no buildings. You heard the devs talk about it. It's a big fight around that sort of center satellite.
Yeah, and Kill Confirmed has obviously been a fan favorite. That's always been my go-to for, I don't even know why, like pubs and just leveling up weapons or leveling up my character. I feel like it's always been one of the faster ones to get experience, and it's just always been fun because it's like TDM, but adds that little objective thing. Because for those of us that aren't as talented like me, I like to go around and collect all the tags.
Well, it's like this momentum mode where, like, if you get going, you get the kills, you get the objectives, you can have some big games. But I am excited to see Satellite and how this plays. As you said, you can play sort of out in the dunes with snipers. You can play close quarters.
Well, how different is it from what we just saw? We were just in the
it's very different.
Open water with jet skis and boats. Now we're heading to the desert, so should be quite a bit different. But you're probably going to see people messing with all different types of weapons. And yeah, this is a lot more similar to last year when you talk about stuff like Gunsmith and the attachments that you can put on guns and how you can deck them out. And just the amount of variance that you can have. Like, it seems like fans really, really liked that last year. They really like, I guess the more you can customize, the better in a lot of people's eyes. That is going to be here and even bigger and better.
Well, it's just a sort of, you have the weapon, and I think in past Call of Duties, you had the weapon, and it was basically, it had one play style around it, right? And I think what last year and this year really do is you can use that weapon, and you can play around it in so many different ways. So it's a combination of, you have the different weapon styles, but you can also switch those weapons up.
It's like my LMG is suddenly an SMG. What did I do?
Yeah, what is this 60-round mag? I have that quick reload. This is awesome.
Yeah, the variance that you can have is
I want it to be a perk.
Well, Drifter, if you haven't watched him before, he is the guy to watch talk about weapons. Like, I remember, God, this is all the way back in like AW or something, but he was like telling pro players to use one weapon versus another because the RPM of the bullets was fast. He really breaks it down on a technical level. So if you ever want to check him out, very, very cool. But right now we're basically just waiting on one of these differing squads we have to get into game. It looks like they're getting ready to load in now.
That is cool,
so
the way look at that, the way you load into the map.
It almost looked like something from like a major motion
It looks like a trailer.
from a movie,
yeah,
like a movie
dude,
trailer or
it looks
something,
so
right?
cool. Oh, you have the entrance as well. You come in on the dune buggies, and then you go to war.
It's a Mad Max, right?
Yeah, dude, this is so dope.
Let's get right into the mix.
This is not my skill set exactly, so I hope that you're ready for some.
I'm ready, Drifter.
Okay.
This looks like the Black Ops 2
That's
map
fine.
with
We've
with
all
the
been
winter
there.
event.
We like
the
it
new
rough.
Call of Duty comes out, you got to try everything. You got to try everything.
I just want to get close enough.
Yeah, we'll see how he can get rolling, but
we don't like that.
you see the tags everywhere you've got to collect if you're not familiar with the mode, but mostly we're going to kind of enjoy the variance in this map versus what we just
I'm definitely
saw.
gonna be using that one.
Nice little flankarooski.
That was my favorite gun in Black Ops 1.
Yeah, and this is what the devs are talking about. Is you have this sort of left side of the map, it looks like where Teep's at right now. We love Tyler Teep, Pull Chow. We love that guy. As he's fighting around the satellite, around these close pass, and then you can go to the other side where you have everything open.
You see Teep just trying to find, kind of talking with his stream about guns that he likes. Some that have been more powerful for him, stuff he's like to roll with. The Type 63 in hand now, and you heard him say it hits hard. Like, it looks like he's like 2 or 3 shotting the players he's pushing.
Yeah, this is a semi-auto gun.
There
So I'm gonna use this gun for probably a couple more
semi-auto.
times, and then I'm gonna switch it up. This one's pretty good on this map, though.
So he's got the semi-auto gun, and now we both expect Teep to have some big games today.
Give me that, give me that.
As he starts to snap on board, and there is a Sim with the 74U. Again, I think the 74U just right away going to be people's favorite.
This is just one of those like all-time favorite guns right there, a blast.
And stuff. I like this one.
Yeah, I think this map will be just a blast, like fast-paced combat. As we mentioned, it's all terrain, so no buildings, just all finessing around these dunes and blown up planes you see towards mid-map. But
And you can see sort of like the sliding, right? Because players are getting used
Yeah,
to
Midnight's
that.
got a
It looks like the
mask.
sliding mechanic very quick as we're on board with Midnight. We love Midnight, one of the best snipers. She has been around for so long as she is locked into the stream, just trying to figure out what she wants to use, rocking the Pellington right now. But you gotta go through your sensitivities, you gotta get comfortable.
Yeah, I guess you can.
That's like the thing I do for like the first hour of a new Call of Duty. Is just going through all the settings, making sure everything's
Especially
set right.
nowadays, you're like,
This map is
what does
lovely.
this
It's
do?
I can change dead zone and zoom sense. And
Whoa.
There's no sniper glint. That's another thing.
Yeah, once you could. What was the first title where you could like go to like
Ooh,
a fraction of a
nice.
point? Like instead of
I think
you're
it was Black
5.5,
Ops
6.6,
4.
it's
It was
like
Black Ops 4.
6.17.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
Definitely.
at least the iron sights for the
This goes back
AK-47
to
is
kind of what
back
we're
to
talking about.
how
Like,
it used to be.
the level of customization, and Hutch is just mind blown currently by the level of talent. The level of customization, and Hutch is just mind blown currently by the level of talent in this lobby.
Yeah, they used to talk about Ricky, who is Los Angeles Guerrillas coach. So, yeah, but he used to be. Yes.
Typical gamer
What
might
is
be
that
my
doing?
dad.
That looks
Dr.
good.
Odin, I appreciate the 14 months. I'm going to show you guys too the
Yeah,
pistol.
he missed all of his
The
shots, and
secondary
typical
burst pistol
gamer
that you get
did
is
not.
absolute
His
crap.
Legion got fried, and
All right, say a prayer.
now he is his papa.
Throwing a
Yeah, you have all these
Throwing
content
top right
creators
here, throwing
in
Patrick
pros, and
Mahomes bomb.
they want to put up the biggest games today, right? Like, they want the most eyes on them. They're trying to say, hey, do you see what I just did today?
Yeah, so just a reminder, in case you weren't aware, like, you can watch the main broadcast here. We'll be hopping through a lot of the different POVs, and Joe and I'll be breaking down a lot of stuff with you from highlights from Nameless as well, but all these guys are individually pushing their POVs as well.
I should change my name from B2020 to just E-Toy.
So that was
Interesting, yeah.
Black Ops 4.
Well, thinking about the drop shot and the slide mechanics, I think they're, I don't want to say controversial is the right word, but the difference in them between devs and titles, like there's a lot of difference there. So you always want the first thing a pro player or top player like Priest is trying to figure out is movement mechanics, which maybe give you an edge. So a little bit different of a drop shot or slide mechanic in this particular title that he's talking through.
Yeah, no, a lot of these guys, they are sort of, it's muscle memory. What have you been doing the past 9 months, right? In Modern Warfare is doing that. So just trying to make some adjustments as we hop on board with Sim.
We actually enjoyed pizza and ice cream with Sim yesterday. It was wonderful.
It was great to meet
Ice cream
Sim.
sounds really good right now.
He is exactly
I really want
as
to
we
get this
pictured.
freaking
What was that, ice cream?
chopper.
Like rolled
Hopefully they
up
don't spawn
ice cream
behind
or
me
something?
here.
It was
Yeah,
so
I had
good.
Reese
Spawn
Puffs
over
on
here.
it. It was a peanut butter
Chilling.
blast.
Yes, it was.
Gizmo just let me die. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Scump.
Show us the
Oh,
lie. I mean, this is
excuses.
the lie. I'm lying right now.
For the first time in Scum's life, he was the bait.
Quite literally, the
Yeah.
first time ever.
Not that crazy of an animation.
But I think it's cool to, obviously we'll be chatting through stuff, just high level, enjoying the
Yeah,
different
you can
players
see,
going
like,
through
the
it. But
slide
it's cool
cancel
just,
stuff
I feel like we've gone
it's
through,
really, really
what,
similar
15
to,
different POVs?
Like MW.
And hearing them
Like, you slide
focus
cancel
on
the head glitches.
different things, because a lot of them come from different backgrounds, right? Like
You
some of
can't
these are
drop
pro players,
shot,
some
though,
are
so it
casual
kinda
players,
takes
some
out,
are
like, that.
streamers, and just hearing the different things they're focusing on as we get into the game is pretty neat.
Yeah, I mean, people who are trying to focus on trying different weapons. You got the pros who are trying to figure out the mechanics,
Yeah,
the
right.
weapons that they're going to focus on. Is we're on board with Espresso. See, he's got the Krig out right now. But yeah, you heard Scum sort of talk about the slide cancel, the slide movements, pretty similar, but the drop
Ooh.
shot not as much.
Oh, MP5's in this game? All right.
This hurts. Well, a little bit of a streak rolling here. As he continues to try and finesse with one of our favorite guns, the MP5. Absolute powerhouse at
It
close
looks
range.
like
Hits like a
it
truck,
looks like
hip
the
fire.
classic MP5.
Tried and true.
We're not doing too bad this game, eh?
Yeah, well, from what we've seen, you have been sort of running in circles. But he's
Figured they'd
posted
bait
up
that
and looking
tag,
for the
but-
action. Oh, there's the strategy. Bait
Bait
the tag.
I like it. Yeah, you
good
can just
work,
tell
though.
much smaller map than what we saw, but I don't know who that was. That was a nice shot
Yeah, very clearly,
with
I
the
think the
74U.
AK-74U is the gun to use.
I think it was Noisy Butters,
It's
dude.
the
I think it was
meta.
Noisy Butters just smoked him.
1000%.
Well, we're talking about Noisy. She's talking about metas already in the alpha. You see in the top right, it is alpha gameplay. The devs are watching this. There's going to be some adjustments. She's like,
AK-74U is 100% the meta?
The meta, 100%.
All right, okay. Well, it's set in stone.
Why do I throw C4? Like, why am I even using it? I don't know.
It's the Warzone mindset.
The Warzone.
Yeah.
It's still
Do you know how nice
C4,
it is to hear stuff in
Yeah.
this game? Do you know how lovely that is? Do you know how great that is?
I tend to agree with you.
That's probably, I don't know who.
She's talking about the different
Well,
audio that we touched on with the devs coming in.
I don't want to misquote it because I know Jess went through a lot of it, and you heard the devs talk about it. But yeah, the 3D audio, talking about the directional sound and how what is the? Dude, I gotta look this up. I have all the sheets in front of me. What was the thing where it like focuses more on what's happening near you, which sounded awesome. Where did I have that? Hold up. I have so many notes. Okay, hold up. The threat priority system. So the new threat priority audio system dynamically assigns priorities to various sounds during a firefight, ensuring the player hears all the sounds they need to be successful. I think that's awesome. Like, to just focus on like the key couple of things you really need to hear during a gunfight.
Yeah, I mean, you think about like in the past of score streaks.
That's fun.
Streaks going
There's a
off,
lot.
you having to heal. It feels like this system is gonna try to. What do you need to hear? What is gonna help you most?
Yeah, audio obviously not an easy thing to nail, but it's cool to see the new tech coming into play from Treyarch for this particular title.
We kind of closing.
Artillery target
And all I keep thinking about is like what the Dune trailer came out today. We're just battling the dunes now. I'm very excited for that film, Joe. I'm sorry.
It looked incredible. Not as incredible as this game though. I
That is
cannot
true.
lie.
That is true.
I'm bored with Shane, London Royal Ravens coach. He used to be a pro player. He is in a pretty intense lobby. It looks like this is a close game, 58-57 with a minute left. He's got the 74 out.
Nice.
But yeah, you can sort of see the slide mechanics.
Just spotted a squadron coming over it.
How
My
quick you
game
can
is spent shooting
sort of
down
turn
the
a corner.
helicopters than playing the game, which is a
But
problem.
it seems like
I don't
it got
know
up
how
a
they're
little bit slower maybe than last year. But
Oh, okay. That actually is pretty cool. You have the
And
health
you
bars
sort
and
of
the
Jericho talking about the
helicopters.
score
I
streaks,
love
right?
that
Because
thing.
they don't reset on death. You're
Nice.
playing with some of the best players in the world. They're going to
Sorry,
get
it was
those
back to the game.
guaranteed choppers. You need a
I'm
player
glad they
like
gave you
Jericho to
rounds.
shoot
Yeah,
them
for
down.
sure.
Maven, you
so
did
this is
that
the gun
well when we used to play pub. That was your go-to.
I find a lot of satisfaction out of destroying.
This
Oh,
was
you're
the
frying the
gun-
lobby. Well, I'm
You're
gonna
getting
fry your score
absolutely
streaks.
worked on.
Dude, look at that. Look at the drop shot there.
I think I saw a skunk in Zuma.
Yeah. So this particular game's close. The other one looks to be a bit of a blowout.
It un-ADS this every time.
Yeah, it almost looks like the weapons are like as efficient as the rockets at ripping down the score streak. So
And that did not pan out. Okay, cool.
And you heard Dristor talk about that going to prone. It un-ADS's you. And that's just sort of dev to dev, right? I mean, that's typically what Treyarch does. We saw that in Black Ops 4 as well.
Drifter came up in the sniper rifle.
A lot of that is just due to the strength.
Nice stuff. Oh, it's the old.
1, 2, 3. It just
Trying to stay alive. Is this well, that was a close one.
He just destroyed a chopper, and I heard another one getting called in there. So that was tough, but it is a 7-point loss for Drifter and company. The score streaks were raining on it, the tail end of it. But for those of you killed confirmed lovers, this looks like a very, very fun map for some of your core modes to bounce around on. Obviously, a lot of new things coming to this title, new maps, new modes, but the familiarity of the Call of Duty franchise still there, and this looks to be a fun one.
Yeah, it absolutely does. Just a lot of close quarters combat. It feels like you're spawning and you're right into the action, right? Just right into it. You're gonna have to take your time. As these guys are gonna just try and figure out what they want to use for the next map.
I like you kind of hearing this from Drifter.
Ooh, the wild cards. I actually wanted to see these.
Exactly. He's going through the various guns, also looking at different perks that he wants to check out.
Ooh, I saw a ninja, and that makes me very excited. Has a perk.
Which one?
Scavenger.
You remind me of a ninja.
Ninja's pretty much.
I don't really think. No, I don't think so. But I saw that like you can walk, and that is dead silent as well. So it looked like ninja. It deals with it's quieter the more you sprint. So there's definitely you have to play around the audio system, the movement system. It's gonna be awesome.
God, your Call of Duty brand is just beautiful. Joe.
I just read stuff. People, they've played the game already. They're just telling me what to do.
It's attractive, Joe. That's all I'm going to tell you. But that'll do it for us on that particular map. We're going to get right over to Nameless.
That's all right, Joe. I read stuff as well, but that map looked absolutely amazing. I mean, you saw a lot of the players, while they spawned on the outskirts of the map, they ran straight to the center to get in those up-close gunfights. We saw 74Us, we saw MP5s, and also that Type 63 looked pretty nasty. We saw TP picking up some multi-kills with it. And what I want to highlight during these highlights is that the time to kill looks absolutely phenomenal. You see these players having sort of these longer gunfights, and the player who hits the better shot is going to win it. This Type 63 and the sniper, those were two of my favorite guns to see. But towards the middle of this game, a lot of the players decided to put away the sniper and pull out that submachine gun because it wasn't working that well. You can see Hutch back here. He picks up a kill here in a moment, and then he decides to, put that sniper away and pull out a sub. He was calling out Ricky for killing him over and over, saying Ricky's the guy who always gets me every single lobby that I'm in. Legion was having a lot of fun running that LMG. At first, I was like, what gun is that? It's killing so fast, and I realized it was the LMG. So people starting to try out that stoner gun. You can get multi-kills with it.
The
It has
stoner,
a big clip,
ooh.
and Legion was playing well
That's a
throughout
secret
this
weapon
game.
from Black Ops 1. You have to unlock
Moving on, we saw
every single one
Scoutman.
of
This
the
guy's just always a
LMGs.
beast at every single Call of Duty. One of the best Call of Duty players of all time, and he's staying with that 74U. It seems to be the gun that he's most comfortable with, and he's been dominating both games that he's been in so far. MP5 as well. We saw a lot of our CDL pros continuing to use the MP5. It has really good hip fire, and also when you're up close, it's just going to rip through anybody. Something else there in this game was a lot of players were trying to drop shot. They were realizing that it's way different in Cold War. You can't drop shot. When you drop shot, your ADS goes back to hip fire, so you have to take your time. If you're going to lay down, you have to be tactical about it.
Do you know how lovely that is?
Sliding is still very good as well. We saw Noisy Butters just slide a little bit ago and get right back up into position, ready to fight. Shane, one of our coaches in the COD League, running the 74U. It seems like all the CDL pros, they're loving the 74U, and they're getting right into the center of the map and trying to just get into square-up gunfights, while some of the other top streamers, they're trying out different weapons, like iron sight snipers, Type 63s, and LMGs. And we see this is actually a Type 63 that he had a scope on, and he had to pull out his RPG to take down this chopper. He realized it took like 2 RPGs and also some bullets, and he was getting pretty stressed. But yeah, that was Satellite. That was one of my favorite maps so far, but we got to get into some more gameplay. Let's check out some more maps and some more modes. Maven and Merc.
Oh, Nameless, you are phenomenal at what you do. Great breakdown as always, but yes, we're going to continue rolling on through. New maps, new modes, as we rock through this multiplayer global reveal for Cold War. So far, it has been awesome. We have a lot more to
waiting
come
for the,
over the
zombies
next hour and a
reveal.
half, 2 hours. Is it time for Miami?
It is.
All right.
We're playing some domination, and everybody, I want you to pay attention. We saw a little bit there in, Combat Arms on Armada, but the zones are a little bit different. It's just not a flag. It's really about a little bit of a bigger area that you're going to be fighting over, and I like that a lot. So switching things up, but as you said, we're going to Miami. I cannot wait to see this map and mode and how it plays.
Joe, I've never been more excited for anything in my entire life.
Yeah.
This guy, I don't know, man. He's kind of awkward.
Let's get into it, Joe.
I love how he's
Start off
very
with Cesar
enthusiastic.
Bueno, SKYZ, professional player for the Mutineers, as they're getting ready to get into the lobby, just looking through the
XM4
score streaks to see what
that
he
looks
wants
like
to
a
lock
commando.
on up. XM4 out. And yeah, you can see, I know we've seen a couple looks at it, but like the variety of attachments you're going to have for the different positions on
Ghost
the
Ninja.
gun, the variety is going to be wild. He highlighted Ninja for a second. I want to see like what it went through exactly, but
So what I saw and what I read is that it quiets you when you were sprinting and how fast
it
you go.
dampens the sound of it.
Right.
Okay.
So I believe that you can walk and crouch and you will be completely silent. But if you are sprinting, you will still have some noise, but it definitely quiets it.
Cool. Interesting.
Let me find out.
Yeah, he's going through everything.
Well, this is the best part when you play a new game, right? Just going through all the different features, all the different attachments, all the different perks, the weapons, checking it all out.
And again, this isn't going to be everything that we see throughout Cold War. This is not going to be the full release. There's going to be more perks. There's going to be more weapons, more attachments.
This looks like it could be out of like a Bad Boys film, like
That's-
Miami. Like,
Well, yeah, that's where they do it. Is in Miami.
that's a good point, Joe.
Yeah,
See, that's why you're the brains of this operation. You're the
I'm
brains
like,
of this operation.
That is actually where they shoot those
Okay,
movies.
well, thanks for that, Joe.
I'm getting
Look at
sweaty
this,
now.
though.
I'm fucking mad. I'm fucking mad, bro.
It looks good.
Motion blur. Motion blur. Motion blur. Tell myself. Motion blur.
As SKYZ low not in. You're seeing the different parts. You have in the middle of the street. You got the bar area. You have the pool. Well, you got the ocean. In a way, it's 3 lanes, but there's a lot of different areas that you can go to.
That's such a
Wow,
cool
again,
entrance. Oh my
coming in
god.
and you see the different squads.
that looks so much
Yeah,
better
one
with
side
the
coming in
bugs.
through towards the boat, the other one towards the street.
The
And yeah, that
the
was
Diamante
dope.
is probably
His
the domination of this
domination
game.
loading on up. And
AKA
is Sky's going to go
the-
for the
what's that
objective?
one?
Is
The Modern
anyone
Warfare
going to go for the objective because I talked about it? And the answer is no. Nobody captures C.
The Raptors.
What's going on here, man?
Listen,
They
they're not
need
as
you on the
focused
team.
on the objective. Dude, that is sometimes the most frustrating thing about PUBG, you know, when like you're fine, you're going off, you've got 50
Marksman played a
kills,
good
you see
objective.
somebody on your team, they've
Oh,
got
come on,
3,
don't lag
no
right now.
time in the objective. Like, help me out a little bit, but you got to play both. You got to focus on it all. You got to be like LeBron.
Nice.
You know, you're getting the assists, the rebounds, and the points. You're doing it all on the map, Joe. My Call of Duty play style is very similar to LeBron, now that I think about it, Joe. Thanks for that compliment.
You're one of the greatest players ever.
See what Marksman could do is he's looking for the angles and whoop, you see the hip fire, strong there.
Ooh, Marksman.
Just saying, I mean,
The
you
type
guys are both around the
821,
same age and you have the same accolades.
Might use that
That's
then.
true, yeah.
This line has some fucking
nailed it, Joe.
nutty movement in this game, bro. It's like, it is hard.
I'll tell you what, I keep thinking about that pool with how hot it's been in LA. It was like 110 the other day. That pool looks very comforting.
Miami looks hella good, dude.
He sure did.
Surprise! As again, you heard Marksman talk about it, a little bit of the nutty movement. I'm sure the devs are going to be paying attention. They'll get their feedback from all of these players.
Trying to view Miami
Well, and that's where like there's like a couple different skill gaps when you talk about a game like Call of Duty. Like, is there the gun skill part of it? Yes, and you know, being able to shoot and becoming a better player from that regard. But it's like once you get that down, the next step is really that movement, right? Like becoming more fluid on the map, finding mechanics in the game that you can get a little bit of edge over the competition. And yeah, no, the movement could be nuts, and that'll be something we'll keep an eye on. But over to Kat Connie, she's looking to hit the shots. There's a little bit of a snapper.
And a nice snipe right there.
The Howard 77.
She's looking over the B
there's a
zone
good-
right now. Has the shotgun in the back
See,
pocket. Surprise!
I bet the reason
later.
why they put shotguns as a
Jericho
secondary
is
instead
basically,
of like
it seems to
making
be
it a
almost
primary
the
is
same
because a lot
spot,
of
just
people
on
ran
opposite
overkill
ends. As he's going to
in
go
Modern
for this B
Warfare.
zone, play a little bit of
And
objective. You and Jericho would get along well.
They figured
Yes, we
instead
do.
of like
Yes, we do.
you know,
But that you heard
instead of limiting it,
just
just
one
give
of
it to
the
the players.
one of the
Just
lead
give it to
map
people.
designers kind of saying like,
That's
I
actually
stay
kinda
away
cool.
from
That's
the
actually
middle,
kinda smart.
the middle of the map. That is a sniper's
I don't know how I
haven.
feel about
You
that,
kind
but
of saw a bit of it there, but there are the
yeah.
alleyways that you can work the flank, different things that you can do on the map.
So you see in the top right,
Attack
attack chopper called in by Priesta.
Like,
He's
like,
doing
where am
his
I
thing.
supposed to pre-aim? I only know this room.
Yeah, well, I think you heard Espresso sort of talk about
like
the
I said,
lighting. Like, I'm sure everything's going to be get a little bit better.
right there.
His, full game release.
And I think Jericho's kind of talking about one of the more difficult things when you play a new map, right? Like figuring out
where do I go,
all the different angles, mastering the map. Like where can people be L triggering and holding me in? But it's Ricky with some quality beams from the top balcony, able to dip away with his life as well and look to ruin a couple players' lives as well.
And that's what one of the biggest thing was from last year is load up on a map you didn't know. The mini map wasn't there, right?
Lag
like,
Ricky.
Where do I go?
It's a little bit easier.
Where
right?
do
A
I
little
go,
easier.
right?
Yeah.
And they bring back this traditional Black Ops mini
Oh,
map.
something I just noticed. There's no doors.
Well, now on
Man,
the
everyone's using the AK-74U.
He's trying
That's
to
that's
up close
sniper
and
heaven
personal
right there. That's not.
near that Dom point, but you can see. I mean, that's typical of a lot of Dom maps. Like B's a death trap. Like that is the hard thing where you have to work as a cohesive unit to try and get it in. If you're solo playing the objective on B, good luck because you've got a world star.
And it looks like he has a smoke equipped. And one of the notes that we got was like
Oh.
the smokes were
Someone has a
strong.
Oh,
in this
yes!
Call of Duty, maybe compared to
Oh,
some
this is kill streaks back.
So how well we
What is happening here?
Priesta is in a gunship.
Smoke him! Line it up!
Chopper gunner.
So can you
well, that
see
guy
where
got
people
fried.
are, or is it like?
People are just getting
hit marker. You're getting
Because
smoked.
there was a
Getting
big ass
beamed.
like red marker in
Looks
Black
like
Ops
it's still
1.
pretty
I don't know if
healthy
that's
like
the same.
Wait,
or-
how cool is that you can see the lights from the map bouncing off the minigun in the chopper?
Yeah, lighting has evolved over
Yeah,
the
that's so cool.
last decade or so. That is absolutely for sure. But now you see a gorgeous look at kind of the entire map breakdown. But yeah, that's one thing since this is a night map, right?
Light it up.
It's gonna be,
just start shooting it.
See, is there like a night vision that he can swap to? I don't know.
The scoreboard is the
Maybe
same as
everybody's
Black
got,
Ops
Ghost or
4.
Cold-Blooded
Yeah,
on.
right.
I don't know which perk it is in this game, but they're like, oh, we're not letting Priesta do that.
I got.
Hutch trying to hit the snipes. I think you saw the Type 821 out from Priest as he was looking to get dirty with it. Hutch's face. He is locked in. Just a gamer.
Oh, that's right. There's a halftime in
All right, halftime.
in Domination.
Oh, it's not close, Joe.
It's been so long since I played Domination. What's up, IJ?
Close. He's got,
How's it going,
he's
man?
playing with Nick. He's got Mud Dog on his team. He's got Courage.
How are you
He's
doing?
got a solid squad.
Mud Dog's bringing him down, Joe.
How are you this afternoon?
Yeah. He's 21-2. Yeah, no, he has been dominating lobbies, and you would expect that from one of the greatest players of all time. But over to Testament we go. We talked about his sniping prowess earlier, and he's going to have the sniper out as he's looking to line it up towards mid-map. But yeah, I think especially with it being a nighttime map, like learning the map, knowing the angles, going to be all that more important. But
Should I get the PS5 or just play Cold War on PC? I think I might just play on PC. Yeah, I think you should play on PC because that's also what I'm thinking of doing. The reason why, because I don't think upgrading from like PS4 to PS5 is free. I think you have to buy like the next gen upgrade anyways. Or thinking about a special bundle for that, right?
They're sort of playing around.
I mean, if you're getting a PS5,
towards A, towards C. Switch that up. Testy brings out that LW.
I guess either way, but I think just get it on PC just so you can have like that option of playing both controller and what's it called?
Just hitting
and mouse and keyboard. You know?
It feels good.
Because if you have the option to play on PC, why not just go for PC? Especially, I think you have like a really high end PC right now, right? So, yeah, I would get it for PC.
Is just getting milked.
I'm trying to get it on PC as well.
From the sky. Oh, kill after kill.
I don't know what games are worth buying just for the PS5. I mean, there's a lot of like good single-player games, but some of it just hasn't been really announced yet.
Just so you guys know,
I don't know if you saw the reveal trailer like
a
couple months ago, or about a month ago, where they revealed like some like starting games for the PS5. If any of those interest you, like go for it. But right now, like for me personally, there's not really any games that's worth it for getting for the PS5. But that's a me though, you know.
Mud Dog's already dropped to this thing twice.
They're probably holding the kill cam too. They're like, we're not letting Scump do this to us.
Yeah, I do believe they are losing full.
Oh, that's Swag as well.
Yeah, it's been Swag, Courage, and Mud Dog have died like 2 or 3 times in a row.
They're on the beach.
That's why he's a Call of Duty pro player.
Yeah, the beach is usually where you go to vacation. Not here. Nope.
Do I not have Ghost?
Will the new COD be cross-platform that way? Yeah, dude, it's cross-platform, dude. And I mean, if I end up getting on PC anyways, you know, we can play on PC. But yeah, it's cross-platform. We can play. You can join our COD squad.
Dude, it's actually funny going over from Scump POV to the team that was getting destroyed. It was just like kind of quiet comms. Like
it's kind of like, hey guys,
hell yeah, dude, hell yeah.
We're gonna be in a YouTube video.
100%.
Dude, honestly, I'm excited, man. Like, this looks hella good. Get a PC better.
Mount Rushmore with all
bro, I was an OG in the COD squad. Yeah, I know. No, we got a new COD squad right here. It's me, Sean, Rap, and we got like 3 other people. We got Kevin, Sal, and Alan. I don't think you know Kevin, Alan, and Sal, but
different maps. So we've seen
yeah, we got a squad going on.
Now Miami.
Well, I mean, you look at Satellite.
Get a PC,
very much, you know,
bro,
all outside.
You know
right?
Hope so, man.
Here you have.
I'm interested to see like how you match up with our players.
Fights at the beach. There's just all these different environments.
Because right now, like the top 3 players, it's like it's me, Rap, and Kevin. Kevin's like a beast in COD, dude. But I want to see how you fare with us. I'm sure you're gonna do well, dude. Like I've seen you play in Valorant. You're really good at it.
Right? And I think it's Vance maybe playing on Wisdom's account.
But I do have a PC, man. Like that's how I'm streaming this right now. I have a PC. I can play Valorant, obviously. I just don't know if I can play COD on it. I have a GTX 1060, but it's a 3 GB one. So
oh, did he call in? Oh no, Vance! Oh no, that is a mistake.
We've all been there. The number of times I've done that in something like Domination, where I launch all my streaks, I'm like, oh, it's halftime. I just use those for no reason whatsoever. I got a couple of kills, but my impact on the objective was minimal. But now to the French sensation himself,
I might wait like a day or two, just until like everyone gets it
in the world.
But we'll see. I
feel like I've seen him compete in so many different games, but his legend grew in Call of Duty, that's for sure.
Yeah, he's just He's talented. He can
Damn,
do it all.
for you just looks
He's rocking that 74U. On board with Tri-Match now. He's got the Tundra out.
Okay, what is his camera setup? Because it looks like he's in the game. How do I do that?
Well, he's got a green screen, but he is half of the screen.
Yeah, I want you to set that up for me.
You gotta get diamond again?
Why would I do that?
I don't know, but like it looks like he's
the
in
camo.
the game.
I thought you
Why
meant
did
like
you just
Pokemon
assume
Diamond.
I had an expertise?
Don't you have that already? Did I give you my copy?
Joe, you wear glasses.
But
you
yeah, dude.
look like you'd
I don't
be
know if
very
they're
tech-savvy
gonna
and
bring
ready to
back
set that up for
diamond
me, so I
camo
appreciate
here.
it. Thank
They
you so
probably
much,
have like a
Joe.
different.
I'm not gonna do that for you.
Different camo for that.
Nameless, wouldn't you say he looks a bit like a scientist?
It's Treyarch, so we'll see.
Thank you.
We'll see what camo's doing.
Nameless looks like a cosplayer from Miami.
So I know for Modern Warfare, they didn't have diamond.
I mean, he looks good.
So for Modern Warfare, they didn't have diamond. But I think like diamond and that,
wait, they
and
can't
what's
be-
it called? Dark
people
matter.
can't be rage
I think
quitting
that's a
this.
Treyarch exclusive camo. Not exclusive, but you know what I mean. It's like
games about
that's what they
to
do.
end. Jericho's team.
It's kind of like
They're gonna
zombies,
get
like
the
first
victory.
we go and it does
Who had
Infinity War doesn't do it.
6,300 damage?
But
I didn't see
diamond, they
That's-
probably
that's
will
a
have it in
lot.
this game then, I guess.
That is a lot.
Modern Warfare didn't
was
have it, so that's
dominating.
why I
Could be
assume
Priesta. There's
this
a
game
good chance
wouldn't
it's
have
this
it.
guy.
And there, he highlighted a
Diamond
difference
is the
this time.
best.
Look at him just no doors.
Diamond is the best.
Jericho
Yeah, I
was talking
agree.
about the show. No
I'll
doors
be
you can
great,
get.
God. Yeah,
You'll
dude.
be hammering through
Dude,
doors.
you know Rap got like the dark matter of this game. He got the Damascus camo. He like grinded for that shit.
Everybody's
That's
learning.
insane.
Rejoice.
You guys are probably gonna be grinding for that, dude. I'm not a camo
Big
grinder, but I'll
smiles.
probably grind like
Yeah.
a couple
I want to
golds,
see if
couple
I want to see
diamonds
the
maybe.
scoreboard was too. Like who had the
I'll definitely be
6,300
doing
damage. I was curious who was absolutely front
diamond.
This is
or
the
what's
part
it
where I'm
called?
like trying to get my brain
like
to,
diamond
like,
or
slow
gold
down when I go
knife.
through it.
That's
Just
kind of
appreciate
like
all
what
the
I
different
do.
attachments that
In every
they
Call of
have
Duty that
inside
I
of
play
this.
that I enjoy,
Maven, you
I
will have
always
your time.
I always go for
I
like
know.
the camo on the knife.
Maven, October 8th.
Let's do.
I don't know why I'm talking like that because I'm literally just gonna have you tell me what to put on my weapons, and I'm gonna do what you do.
Let's do that.
I'm gonna try everything though.
That's
it's,
whack.
It's the
Yeah,
beta.
dude,
we
it's
try out
insane.
different things.
And Rap told me and Rap were going for
One
like
of our matchups has Wrap. It looks like we're gonna hop over
what's
to
it
one
called?
that hasn't finished yet. 27.
It's
points
called
away
Platinum.
from
I think that's like the
victory.
diamond
One of
of
our
this
squads
game.
is
Platinum
this is
snipers.
6v6
We both got like
domination
2 of the
on
snipers
Miami.
platinum,
Tasty's
and then I
put away
rested
the
for like a
sniper for
day.
now, just
I
trying
got
to
back
hit
on.
shots with the
Rap's like,
AK for you.
yeah. By the way, I got platinum on the
Ooh,
snipers.
3 for 3.
That hit. That
so
hit.
fast.
Let's go, Sean J. Looks like she was able to call on some score streaks. Nice 74U shots in, but who is that? It's a nice snipe shot from it's whoever's on Team Envy.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say a lot when I play the game.
UAV is back to being called
because I don't know where people
side
play,
plane.
so that's
Yeah,
my
what are you
reaction.
doing over there? Maybe that's where I should be. Oh, it's Crim.
Dude, this map looks hella
We
good.
got Rambo right.
What do you think about this map?
Clayster, Crim 6, Crim, the greatest Call of Duty player of all time. There is no dispute. I don't want to hear any arguments, but yeah, that's gonna be tough to deal with. Is to represent the NV squad right now.
Yeah, Team Envy, also known as the Dallas Empire, are world champions. You got the coach in Rambo, one of the greatest players hanging
very
out.
interesting.
Crim and Clay. Clay back-to-back world champion. They'll probably be
Reminds me
rotating
of
players
Raid.
in and out.
Yeah,
But it looks like
honestly
Crim's
looks
focusing
kind of
on
like
getting
yeah. See, like
Clay.
there's the pool.
Clay is
It's kind
talking
of like
to the
Raid,
chat.
right?
What did he
It reminds me of like
what didn't
Hotel
both
from
these
Black
players?
Ops.
And I
Black
know
Ops
this is
1.
like separate. This
Like
is
just
the
like
multiplayer
the
reveal.
whole aesthetic of it.
From an
Yeah, from
esports
Black Ops 2.
competitive side, they
Yeah,
were
I know
the
which
first
map
two
you're
players
talking
to
about.
crack $1 million
That was a
in
really good
winnings,
map.
right?
$1 million, yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
But I love the lighting, dude. You see how like the pink kind of glares off the ground on some of the
I will be back with a camel toe.
Bob's got a great
some of
mustache.
the the floor.
He does. He's
it's really
he
nice.
really does. It looks like he's rocking the 74U as well.
I miss his long hair though.
And this is what Bobby does. I don't know if he's an auctioneer or what.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Man.
No.
Where's the pool at, dude?
He's
I'm
probably
tired.
on
I
hour
wanna go to
40
the
of
pool.
streaming.
Yeah,
It's
no,
been a
he
long
grinds.
day. I'm gonna chill in the pool the rest of the
Oh.
game.
Hey,
That's
cannonball!
so
Cannonball!
cool.
Get
That's
him
so
back.
I'm
cool.
gonna be chilling in the deep end, dude. I'm going off the diving board, dude. Forget
He's a
that.
big boy.
You guys
Get
can
yourself a
chill
pina
each other.
colada, hang out.
In the pool. Would you leave me
Oh,
alone?
well.
Yeah, the color scheme is really nice, where it's not as bland like how it goes.
He's on
Yeah, I
vacation.
know.
No,
It's not as
vacations
bland
in
as like some of the
Miami.
Infinity War games, right? It's like it's very colorful. It's very. It looks realistic, but it's
Oh, they
still
are
very
getting
colorful.
destroyed.
So it's not like Black Ops 3
This
or
is a bad
Black
one.
Ops 4,
This is a bad one.
which is what I love.
So
That's
trying
what I
to
love
turn
about this
this
game.
up.
Boys, but I'm
He's
going
trying
off
to
the
be
diving board.
positive
I'm gonna
about
do a
it.
cannonball
Wonder if he can, like-
before this game is over.
Yeah, hit it, Bob, hit it.
Blackwood, Miami Luxury Hotel, ladies and gentlemen. That is my room in the Ben House Suite, the northeastern corner. I will now be doing a can opener in the pool. 3, 2,
Okay.
1.
I'm just waiting for him to get shot.
Score this out of 10.
Oh!
He jumps on. Did he go off the diving board? That was amazing.
Wait, the diving board actually like.
Did he like crouch first?
Do it again.
wasn't as good.
That was less
That wasn't as
impressive.
good. Try again, Bob. Do it. Oh, what are you doing, Bob?
Okay, but Bob, this is giving me a headache.
How does it work?
No. Wait, how did he do that last time?
Wait, how did
It was so cool.
What happened?
No, I don't know. It didn't look like he even did anything.
I don't know what. I guess you have to run and jump.
We're wondering the same thing, Bob.
I gotta try that out when the game comes out. Thank God for
Oh,
PC.
wait, they are
PC is
3
the best.
capping
I
right
wish
now.
I
There's
invested
been
in PC support.
opportunity
Yeah,
for a
dude.
comeback.
If I had the money like
It is a
way
slight
back
one.
when I was in
Not
high
much
school, I would
ever
have
happened. No
also
longer
invested in
any
PC
chance
because
of
I think PC just has like more options
Oh, hey,
in
Lando.
terms of like
What's up,
graphical
Lando?
settings and the games that you can play.
We're going to swap
The
over
only
to
thing
another
really
one of our
going on
matchups
with like the
going on. Just a
PlayStation
reminder, we
games
have a ton of
is,
streamers involved in this.
PlayStation
So
or
if
Xbox
it ever
or console
seems
games are the
confusing,
exclusive.
it's just we're
Now
having
that
a lot of different
crossplay is
POVs. Trying to
more of
stick
a-
with one game
more of a
until
thing
it
now.
finishes, but want to give a
But,
love to give
yeah,
love to a lot of these
I
guys that are
wanted to play a lot of
participating,
PC
just
games
hopping
back then,
through all
but I
the
just
action.
couldn't
but-
afford a PC, so I settled for a
And
PlayStation 3
we'll
at
have
the time.
some of the different
Which is
streamers
nice,
too,
you know,
especially
it
with some of
was
the
really
CDL
nice.
teams. It's like 5 people swapping in and
But
out.
I
Everyone
think
trying to get
PlayStation-
their time
or
on
I
the
think
game.
now, like, not a crossplay.
I saw the scoreboard and Bobby Pop was at the bottom, so my man was having a tough one.
So it's good that you got a
He didn't
PC.
have the bumper. He's gonna be a vehicle expert. We'll just hop on.
You gotta
board
lower
when
the
we get
stream
to
volume
slow
because it's
motion.
also
I bet
streaming.
Armada,
Alright.
he was probably dominant, right?
Yeah,
Put
he
that guy in a
probably
boat.
How's that?
He's gonna fry. But
Let me know how that
A
is.
new map. Hope you enjoyed Eyes On with Miami. I still don't know the physics in game behind how Bob managed to do the cannonball off of. How do you do that? And then he couldn't replicate it. It was truly special. That might have been the best moment we've had so far.
A little bit more blower. Okay.
And Bob's still trying to figure out mouse and
Raise my
keyboard
mic
because he
volume. Let me
switched
see if I
to
can do that.
so.
Does this work?
He's trying his hard.
Did
Bob,
it raise my
we
mic
love
volume?
you, buddy.
I raised it
You're
by a little
trying your
bit.
hardest. Unfortunately, the
Hello.
team got smoked, but you've got more chances
Hello.
to continue
Hello.
on with the multiplayer reveal for Cold War. But before
I don't know
we
if
get
my
to
mic
our
volume
next map, our next
is
mode,
raised
we're
right
gonna
now.
toss it over to our good friend Nameless.
Yeah, if that
But I'm gonna do
wasn't
both,
intended to
actually.
be in the game, that needs to be
It works
in the
fine.
game. What Bob
Nice.
just did was absolutely spectacular.
Nice.
And Miami's a really interesting map, right? Like it's a nighttime setting, but there's still little vibrant areas like the pool and the neon lights that you saw. We saw literally every single weapon that's in this game.
Oh, that was a good snipe. Dude, I really want to see how the guy was able to cannonball off that diving board. Like he had an increased jump. That'd be nutty. That's a trick shot spot right there.
And absolutely lighting up the map. I mean, we're seeing M4 still, but we're seeing players sort of decide on what's the gun that's kind of OP right now, and it seems to be that Type 823. And now we're seeing Priest right here. He actually got the chopper gunner very early on in this game, but he was only able to pick up like 3 or 4 kills, and he was like, man, this is so dark, I can't see anybody. And he was just roaming around. He wasn't able to pick up too many, and he's like, there's so many buildings. But at least
I wish they would have like the markers back in Black Ops 1. I don't know if you remember that, right? But in Black Ops 1, if you get this kill streak, the chopper gunner, whenever there's people right there, you would see like a diamond marker for them. So it'd be easy to actually like it'd be easy to target people with the chopper gunner. In order to counter that, people would have, I think, Ghost Pro to basically like get rid of the marker for them, so you wouldn't see them. You could still kill them, but you wouldn't see them on the map, right? And now they split Ghost Pro into cold-blooded since Modern Warfare 3. So I think that's really nice.
And right there we saw Overkill with the sniper. This is that spree that I was talking to you guys about. See, he got the chopper gunner, but Scump was able to see literally everyone. You heard him commenting on it like, this isn't a normal
Oh my
bomb.
God,
Against some good
Scump.
players, and they're getting destroyed. Right here, he picks up like, I don't even know, like 10, 12, 13 kills in a row. And when we switched over to the opposite team, it was Tim, and he was like, I don't even know what to do, man. We're just getting smoked. Because when that chopper gunner's in the sky, you have to stay inside, and you can't get to the domination points. Another thing to highlight is that in Cold War, the domination zones are a lot bigger, so it's going to provide for...
The AK-74U seems to be a really good weapon. But I think they're gonna, but since this is an alpha build, I think they're gonna nerf this, or put other weapons to the same level. So I think the MP5 still has kind of a chance to be sort of a meta weapon, you know? Like, the MP5 was the meta weapon in Modern Warfare. Wait, this is it, this is it.
We saw Bob jump up here, he counted it down, he pointed out the spot that he was staying in the hotel, and then he just gets a super jump. Like, what is that? He tried to do it a couple times after this, and he wasn't able to achieve it. But
Yeah.
man, that was
So I'm interested. I'm interested to see like what the meta weapons will be on launch. You know, I will be really surprised if AK-74U is still a meta weapon.
Yeah, I think we're going to Moscow next. We're going to check out some TDM on that particular map as we continue to hop through some of the various locales we have in Cold War. Well, we've had the ocean, we've had the dunes, we've had the downtown life. Now we're going to be heading in kind of more urban feel into
Moscow? Oh, hell yeah.
6v6 team deathmatch. TDM, obviously one of the more popular modes in the history of Call of Duty. One of the absolute staples as we get ready to rock. It feels like it's the Cold War of Moscow in here right now. I am really cold on this set, but yeah, I cannot wait.
Okay? Do you want my jacket?
No, it's okay. I appreciate that, but yeah, it is. Yeah, just love going to all the different environments, all the different locations. Vaughn was really talking about that. We're gonna take you all over the world, so cannot wait to check out this map. Yeah, no, so the variety we've seen so far has been absolutely awesome. Once the players get loaded in, we'll hop into that. But Joe, if you had to pick one moment so far for the 3 games we watched, what has been your favorite moment? And you can't say the diving board. Yeah, I'm not gonna say the diving board. Obviously Scump, you know, in the chopper gunner doing what he does best. I really had a lot of fun with Armada because I thought Armada, what they really showed was
Why don't you live stream it on Twitch? So I figured like with this one, it's probably easy to just live stream out on YouTube just because I can actually like, what's it called? I'm actually gonna upload this stream anyway on YouTube. Twitch, I know because I know a lot of people do live reactions on YouTube and not on Twitch. I don't know like how live reactions to trailers or multiplayer gameplay works on Twitch. So that's basically the reason why, right? I see a lot more people doing it on YouTube. People like Noah J, Chaos, that kind of stuff. So I think if I were to do it, I would probably go back on Twitch to see if that's how people do it. But I need to see more people live reacting on it. Right. I say 12 is basically this past 12 from Black Ops 1. Nice.
I love to know like the exact impact something's gonna happen. Yeah, because in the past it was just a bar. Yeah. And I won't lie, as I used to be a competitive player, a pro player, a lot of the times that bar didn't mean anything. It was like green, red, okay. It doesn't matter.
I really want to see like all the different weapons and perks and attachments that you can put on this game, because I'm the kind of guy to like just kind of look those stuff up and before launch already have like things planned out and like already like having my classes set up. I have a class for S&D, I have a class for assault rifles, for SMGs, respawn classes, you know, that kind of stuff. High kill streak classes versus like competitive classes. I play like an RPG in a sense.
Yeah, I think when we got on board.
All right, let's see this. I think this is the this is the MP5. Ooh.
It's really the colors and Treyarch, their color palette. I've always talked about it. It is just beautiful. But she runs into a shotgun, and a lot of these creators trying to answer questions, trying to play the game. It is tough to balance.
I wonder if they're gonna have the Olympia in this game, aka the 725 from Modern Warfare.
Wait, so what you wanted is in there? I didn't know that wasn't in my notes. I didn't know there were actually sharks. Why not? Oh, I'm never playing that map. I am terrified of sharks. One time, that's in the middle of the ocean. No, one time when I was.
I think the AK-74U is a really good like long-range submachine gun, but it's probably not a very good close-range submachine gun. I don't know. We'll see.
We went up on this cliff and we're looking down. The water was so clear. We saw multiple sharks right where we were swimming. And I'm never going in open water again. Are you sure they weren't dolphins? They were 100% sharks, and I was nearly eaten. Are you 100%? Yes. No, 100%. Okay. Yeah, it scarred me for life.
The map is cool.
All right.
I love the design of it. Like, I guess.
Trying to hear Jericho's
No,
thoughts.
one more.
He loves TDM. Now, he was talking about how much he loves TDM.
Oh,
so this is what maps a very fast gameplay. You can see from the size of it. It's got an urban feel to it for sure, but I want to see which building, because one of the things we were looking through is like a metro station, kind of like the central hub, and that's kind of the connector.
Oh, that's such a, oh my god, that's such a good weapon.
So this is sort of going to be where the whole flow of the map sort of centralizes through. Okay, you see the concussions coming in, just how it affects those players.
Alright, boys.
Trying to get to the adjustments.
Nice.
Got a proximity mine as well. But yeah, I think it's like what you talked about, right? This just sort of, this is the place you want to be. Yeah, it just seems like it has like a connector to basically every part of the map
Ooh,
just
it's
based
pretty
on
out there.
position.
Where's the content creator
Over to
playlist?
Zuma. The Italian stallion.
Damn, I haven't seen Marksman in a while.
No, I think Noah's getting smoked.
Yeah, might be, might be.
So I wonder how long it's
Oof.
taking these guys to like get used to look at the mini map again, right? Just
That's
like
true,
just
yeah,
actually
yeah,
taking
yeah.
a look where are those red dots at. You need a suppressor if you want to stay off that mini map.
Well, it's interesting too when you think about like maybe some higher level players. Like I struggle to sometimes look at the map, but like when you were competing and you were playing a high level, I think you told me your eyes were like on the mini map like 90%
Oh, it
of
was
the
a
time.
game within a game. Yeah, I mean you were about.
I think Zuma's audio is a little bit delayed.
Where do you have to rotate? Where is the gunfire? Where do you have to set up? So that's definitely gonna take some time. We're on board with Zuma, but I think we're getting Noah J's audio. Okay, so now we're switching to Legion.
At least I'm positive.
Oh, yes, you are losing.
Positively in love with a shot.
But Legion, you're a winner. You were born a winner.
Okay, yeah, so it was a different audio from
With the shotgun.
This shotty's out
that guy from Zuma.
I'm gonna need Zuma to just, take an emotional check out here when I push him next time for the clips.
For the
I
clips.
definitely feel like the second sniper though is
Oh, I'm gonna love this map. Jammer available.
So there's some feel upgrades as well. One of those looks to be the jammer.
It takes all the exit for you. It's like, okay.
Away from taking down Espresso.
That's how it is in COD, you know. It's like you're trying out other weapons, trying not to use the meta ones, and then somebody comes around the corner and smokes you with an MP5 or a 725 or some other meta weapon, and you're just like, okay, okay, I see how it is, and then you take out the same weapons. That's how a lot of games devolve into.
What about your beard? What if we did this to your beard?
It might look cool, but it looks like he cut off like the edge of a mop and just put it on there.
You think it might just be a bowl
It
cut?
looks like a wig.
bowl cut. Like it's just he put a bowl on his head and went all the way
anyone
around.
thinking I'm being mean, Enable and I are boys, so I'm allowed to say this stuff, but Enable, we love you. Just gotta do something about that.
Trying to figure out how it felt to throw tax.
And to be fair, right now, you know, with the current situation globally, maybe he just doesn't have the option of a haircut where he lives, so he's been doing it by hand and trying to lend to that.
This game's about to end though, so.
Oh, I'm actually interested. Talking about melee and with the shot punch.
You think about Black Ops 4, was like one bullet and a punch was
One
a kill,
bullet and a punch.
right?
Oh my goodness, who was that? Trimax. Ooh, the snap.
Well, no, I think we're on with Trimax. He's got caught by somebody. I don't know who he got caught by. But no, somebody hit him with the movement for sure.
Nice.
And I am not fluent in any language other than English.
No, you told me you were fluent in French and German. You told me that.
And Russian.
I don't think you told me that.
Typical gamer. Oh, I want to see this MP5 gameplay. I want to see more MP5 gameplay just to see, like, because I know the AK-74U is really good right now, but maybe the MP5 might be better.
Where's the library? Donde está la biblioteca?
Or not might be better, but like I want to see like how it fares compared to the AK-74U.
Yeah, well, yeah. You never know in emergency.
Oh, it's still pretty good.
situation, you might
It's faster fire rate. Either that or this guy has rapid fire on.
We saw it from somebody else's POV on like the first map or second map. He just incinerated somebody. As we continue to hop through the gamers again, we've got people from all over the world. All over the world competing in this, and we'll try to highlight that as we continue on through the day. But for those watching, we hope you're enjoying getting the first eyes on with Kotaga, though, as he is just melting through the competition inside of the metro station, but ultimately will drop.
And I think that's what Legion was sort of talking about, is like, we had a couple of maps where everybody was trying everything out, and now people want to win. People want to pull out the 74U.
Well, I mean, I get that way too, like at the beginning of titles, like, it's like I want to try everything, but then once you find one you're comfortable with, one gun that really clicks.
Is Hutch giving a pep talk to it? Does he have a missile turret? I don't know what that was, but that took down a UAV or a spy plane, and he was giving it a pep talk.
Okay, okay. Well, show us. Try your little bunny hop in.
Yeah, try to hit it.
Well, you can do kind of
A little bit. Oh, the backslide.
I like that.
Okay. There's definitely some fluidity
Well,
that
yeah,
all the players trying to figure out.
I like the little slide hop. Well, that's one thing that kind of threw me off between like Black Ops 4 Modern Warfare, because you used to be able to jump and slide backwards, and you couldn't last year. And I tried sometimes. I just like crouch and be like, oh, I forgot.
We got a War Machine, which looks to be a score streak. So we have a War Machine coming in from Cammy, and the War Machine's gone. Okay, still has it. Maybe because he didn't shoot one, but Sky took his head off.
Oh yeah, no, his head got popped off like a.
Oh,
plum.
nice.
Oh well, the War Machine, that plum just exploded.
Okay, we'll see. Okay, so he used one and it's gone now. So it is gone.
Okay, so he kept it because he hadn't used it yet.
It looks like this is a pretty close game, 64 to 63. So, another map where it has
Nice.
just a lot of different elements.
Double kill
You can play on
with a
the
sniper.
outside, you can play inside.
I'm excited to use the Tundra.
This is Cammy, who, if you watch the Call of Duty League at all this year, he was one of the
War
more
Machine.
prolific snipers, and you saw him
Another
snap
War
and whip
Machine.
there.
You're gonna need flak jacket with this thing.
Boom! Boom! It's swag. It's completely busted, bro. And you can put it away. It's completely broken.
Oh shit.
Oh my
Oh, well, that guy's body is broken after that was a point-blank War Machine to the chest.
Yeah, so Swaggy has figured out that he's like, yo, that War Machine is nuts. He's gonna roll with that.
Yeah, he just had like a 5.5 KD. That's pretty solid.
And Jack was like, that thing is busted. So.
Well, the power of the streaks now popping over to Midnight's POV. And you hear just dubs for Midnight, but Joe, we're going to fill a little bit of time in chat here. As I think we're going to start to watch. We've had some of the European POVs, but we've been watching a lot of some of the American influencers and streamers. We're going to be, excuse me, hopping over to the European side of things and kind of showing how that's going to break down. But again, so many streamers from all over the world want to really highlight what they bring to the table and their gameplay. But what did you think of Moscow? I digged it. It looked like a fun map.
It looked awesome.
I wonder if they're gonna have a zombies reveal in this
Really the terminal where a lot of the fights were going
in
on.
this stream.
To all the players, just figure out what they want to use. The War Machine looks.
I mean, they kind of did earlier.
Yeah, that thing was hitting like a truck, and that's like the satisfaction. Like you heard Courage saying like, it's broken, it's powerful. Yeah, it's a score streak. It should be powerful. You should be wiping people off the map and. Yeah, from Swag's POV, that thing was absolutely dominating the competition. Got to see it from a couple of the different players, but before we continue on and check out some of the different POVs and maps, we're going to kick it over to Nameless.
Yeah, that was an awesome map. I don't know about you guys, but that map sort of is giving me nostalgia from Black Ops 2. Just the way the fights were happening there, 74 U's, and then just watch people pull out that War Machine. That thing was absolutely insane, and I'm sure we're going to have it for you guys to see once again here in the highlights. But yeah, that center map, the flow of it, you have to get inside.
This looks like St. Petrograd from Modern Warfare.
Right here on the street, you have him running that AK-47, trying to pick up some kills with the AR. We haven't seen too many AK-47s, but now switching over to the 74U, Nick's going to pick up a massive two-piece here, and once again, we see the laser strapped on it so he can hip fire it. That was a big two-piece as they get control of the center area of the map. You heard Joe and Clint talking about it. You got to control the flow. You got to get in here because you can get to any single part of the map from this area. Enabled Deputy Hadbad running that 74U as well. He's actually the first one I've seen not have the laser, but he was hitting some absolute beam shots here, as well as the MP5 coming back into action. We're seeing so much variety today, and I love to see the top streamers switching up their weapons, right? Like everybody's not just running one weapon. We're seeing snipers, we're seeing LMGs. We even saw some shotguns early on in this game. In Team Deathmatch, you can pretty much run any gun that you want and play yourself, right? It's just you trying to get those kills and help out the squad. Gataga, this guy's been playing Call of Duty for a very long time. The French monster, he's picking up some big kills. Moving on, you see Hutch.
Oh, Sam Turret's back.
Gameplay. He's always chilling by himself. When he looks around, you don't see any teammates in sight, and he's just trying to pick up those kills. He was running the M4, a fan favorite from Modern Warfare, now in Cold War.
Oh, wait, here's a list of stuff.
War Machine, that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about. This thing is beefy. You can put it away, pull it back out, and you can pick up a two-piece. It seems like
so perks so far, Engineer Tactical Mask Flak Jacket. Perk 2, Scavenger Quartermaster Tracker. Perk 3, Cold Blood Ghost Ninja.
With the War Machine, he picks up like 5 or 6 kills. And wow, Moscow is just a fast-paced.
Sam Turret is a field upgrade. Okay.
Wait to see more, but let's get into the next game, Maven and Merc.
Thank you, Nameless. Yes, let's continue on, Joe. I believe we're going to check out Hardpoint now. One of the fan favorites for the competitive side, which we work on to a high degree with the CDL. We're going to go back to Satellite, a map we saw a little bit earlier on today. Map was awesome. Now with a different mode, we'll see how this one will play out. And should be a blast.
Yeah, I'm just excited to see some of our CDL pros sort of take this on, the way the spawns work. You heard Maddox talk about it from our devs. You know, that old school spawn system that we love. Rotation's important. One thing to note that he talked about, you're going to know 10 seconds ahead of that rotation where the next hill is going to go. So hopefully that helps your team rotate to the next one. We know how important that
This is a long live stream.
Trying to figure out the rotations, but just waiting on everyone to get into the lobby, and then we'll hop right into satellite hard point. But looking back to Moscow, I digged it. That just seemed like a kind of traditional Treyarch.
Ooh, okay.
It looked like an absolute blast. You saw the different lines of sight that you
There's a vehicle damage attachment. That's nice.
The mid-game or like mid-map havoc that you could have. We saw shotguns being
This looks very similar to the Modern Warfare UI.
We saw there's a wild card where you can put up to 8 attachments on it, and you can see how stacked he's trying to make this gun right now.
Yeah, I mean, just looking through those attachments, you had one that did 100 plus 150% to vehicle damage. So maybe if you really want to have a weapon to deal with those score streaks, you can. As it looks like he's just trying to load into a game as the lobby's trying to get set up, but excited to see satellite again. The way that map plays in an objective-based mode.
Well, it'll be a lot different than what we saw in Kill Confirmed.
Yes.
Yeah, like as much as Kill Confirmed has an objective, it's still very, I don't know, can be a
TDM-esque.
little, can't be a little set up. Yeah, like TDM exactly. Whereas there's a little bit more rhyme or rhythm to something like Hardpoint. And we'll see, because this is obviously a show match in every sense of the word. Players just trying to, get content for their particular content channels and just enjoy the new game as we're waiting on the official launch in the beta later in the year.
Angola, Central Africa. Wasn't that like a key?
We head to Angola, Central Africa.
What's it called?
Satellite. It's Hardpoint. On with the deputy.
Let's see what Enable can do. Going through his settings right now.
That was a key location in the Black Ops 2 campaign, I think.
A pretty good Hardpoint squad. Is right away that Hardpoint pops.
The Krig 6. This looks like a light machine gun / assault rifle.
Just get right into the mix.
Yeah, you just get right into it. Scum's on the other team. Yeah. As you see the smokes coming out, we heard the smokes are strong in Cold War.
There are just smokes everywhere as people are trying to get in and lock the point. Well, somebody already hit the flank early. It's the Scarf Lord, Bobby Poff, finding a little flank on through.
Okay. See the spawns flip as well, but yeah, it looks like rocking the XM4. Nice shots from Cat. And that's what I'm excited to see. See the
It's a concussion.
10 seconds before this the new one pops. So I want to see that, what that looks like.
Nice. That's such a powerful gun. Oh my gosh.
What's like?
And there we go. It looks like, yeah, with 10 seconds left, you can see it on your mini map.
I know you highlighted the AK-74U. You love it. It's been a fan favorite for ages. Do you have like a, I don't know, favorite gun of what you've seen so far? Is that it?
74U or the 74? Because I feel like, or the 47, the AK-47. Because I feel like the AK-47, it gets lost in a lot of Call of Duty titles at times because usually it's known as that super heavy hitting, but what does that come along with? It's typically a lot of recoil. So I want to see how it performs in this title.
Well, with
Ooh, the M16. I want to see how this performs.
Who knows? You might be able to really tweak that to more to your liking, but Priesta's POV.
Ooh, the M16, the first one we've seen, the burst gun. I love burst
Ooh,
gun.
almost.
Oh, he gets one clean burst in, but I think he had 3-4 players he was trying to deal with it. But let's stick with his POV for a second if we can. UAV up, M16 in hand. I think this is like the first burst gun we've really seen in all the POVs we've checked out.
This looks like a big map, but it's actually not.
The Amati that we saw, the burst pistol is always really strong secondaries. But you see the next comes up. Elimination comes in, and it looks like he wants to edit this a little bit. He's talking a lot about the stock. It looks like he's going to go with the tactical stock. I don't know what it does, but he feels like it's important.
Just to highlight, though, still a cool feature in this particular title, the fact that you can do that on the fly.
Legion with the...
inside of the game.
I think this is semi-automatic. Oh, no, it's not. It's fully.
That sweet spot you're looking for.
Ooh. What is this weapon that Legion is rocking? I like this scope as well, switching it up.
He was finding the long lines of sight. I mean, it's only got 20 bullets in the clip, but it seems like it's hitting very, very hard.
Is this fully or is this
semi-auto?
Semi.
At least it sounds that way. But he's going up against Sam. He's going up against Nick, Kismet. There are some stacked squadrons in this game.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was like randomized at first or if they were joining particular teams, but may the RNG gods be with you as some of these rosters come together. It's it's 98 to 21. So the focus, unfortunately, for his squad has not necessarily been on the objective, but you live and you learn.
Everybody's getting really excited when they have Chump on their team.
Yeah, that's been one common theme we've heard from like 3 different people now. Like, oh, we have the king on our squad. That feels good.
Come on, Cram. That's really Cram. I'm gonna talk some mad shit after this.
Cat with a sniper out in the dunes, out in the hills. Gives you a lot of cover. Can use that landscape to your advantage. And as well, Driftor hits a nice shot right there on the bob.
Dude, so yeah, some of those like bits of cover you can get are nutty, but the Testy with a little quick scope, but yeah, frustrated that the stun connects. And yeah, you'll be watching his sniping vids probably the entire year. Is this, yeah, just at first glance, like, it just looks like, yeah, like sniping's back. Like sniping looks really, really
Dude, the sliding in this game is nuts.
Like,
There's no delay anymore.
I saw that last year a bit with marksman rifles, not as much really. I think at times with the AX-50 in Modern Warfare, but you know, as you said, with that wild card, you can
No, it looks very snappy. And speaking of snappy, Testy snapping.
Oh my God, Testament.
Third in front, he's gonna get fried as well as hit after hit after
Jesus, dude.
And I'm actually curious. It doesn't look like it, but one thing Treyarch loves to do with snipers is they don't put aim assist on it, right? Compared to
Why does Testy look like he's moving really fast?
Treyarch says no, and it does not look like you have that aim assist. So it's gonna definitely take some adjustment with these snipes.
Certainly. Well, he's hungry for the streaks, and you saw him get like 4 in a row there. Again, like the multiplayer stacks up as you're earning points. He's now on 5 in a row within this life, so he's getting closer and closer to accruing these streaks. But just one left in the snipe as he's trying to locate a target to hit the shot. Nice movement there.
Dude, oh my God. I gotta subscribe to this guy.
Yeah, I think he was talking about...
Torch him!
He was talking about a chopper
Holy
that
shit.
he's trying to stay away from. I thought that was going to be a collat. The napalm comes in as well. Testy is going off for us.
He hits the snipe.
Jesus Christ, Testy.
To alive. The sub's on point.
Alright, this guy has my sub.
Testy is putting on a clinic on satellite. Finally, he's going to drop, but what a spree that was.
Yeah, he gets a little caught.
Oh, he's from FaZe.
He's got the War Machine. He's got a chopper as well. His team's got a 40-point lead. She's enjoying that. And yeah.
That player no longer has legs.
Okay, there you see the flak jacket.
Didn't matter. He is still dead.
I think that player might be alive. There might have been multiple on the point.
Could have been.
Can't see her. She's on the hill.
Yeah, those hills are going to be nutty, man. Like, I feel like you can get the bits of cover you can get.
How am I dying there? Please tell me.
Oh, Jack. He must have been up late. He seems whiny.
Chopper gunner?
Think so?
He did get back from a
he was probably really
Oh, okay, so it does have the marks on it. That's nice. But it's probably gonna oh, that's why it probably blends in with the Miami lights.
This is the map for it, baby.
This is not Miami. It's a little bit easier to see.
Yeah, it is.
This entire team just got shredded to bits by high caliber rounds from a chopper gunner.
Dude, this reminds me of like Black Ops 1, dude. Like firing range.
Yeah, oh my God.
Oh my, yeah, that looked a little bit easier to line up than Miami.
I can't turn my shit.
And that was just a feast. Like a hungry hippo, just gobbling up the opposition. My God.
Jesus Christ, dude. I love seeing this. So many memories. Oh my gosh.
This might be a gameplay for Swag.
I think Swag's having fun. I don't know about the other team. Oh, there.
This chopper gunner can take a lot of hits. Jeez.
Coming in now. You can see in the top left how much health his helicopter has.
Somebody shoot it!
So close to getting taken down.
There it
we
is.
Go, finally. He's up to 7,000 damage dealt already.
Very cool. All right. Well, I think his streak just said 15 maybe as we left his POV.
Okay.
So, yeah. He got quite a few big kills through the chopper gunner.
Really like working with.
Okay.
But I'll show you guys what it looks like
The
at
Krig.
least. 5 rockets, more than 5. That was a couple of them.
Oh yeah, it did seem like a lot of rockets to take that thing down. But here's that AK-47. I wanted to see it in play.
Oh, well, you can tell just there it hits hard, but
I saw it play for a half second.
Yeah, it didn't last long.
Yeah, sometimes that happens. We call that the caster curse.
Yeah.
HP est là, il va là-bas. Ok. Bon, on va gagner tranquillou.
Trying to decipher the gameplay strategy.
Okay, well, I'm not going to be able to see the 47 on SAG. The Type 821 here with T.
Yeah, I think Priesta had this out earlier, and it kind of looked like a beam.
Well, I think he just got hit by a war machine.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was like a streak plus a combination of a shotgun.
Oh, the sliding is so nice. It's faster. Less realistic, but it's faster.
Yeah, T, this is not the TP show.
Yeah, no, in every single game you ever competed in, Teep, your ass was in the hard point.
Yeah, get in there, buddy. It's because
guy starts streaming and thinks he's a Slayer.
You're not there. You're not there for him.
Nah, you're
to
right.
go in first.
You're right. But look at Bob's face, dude. He's locked in, not doing. Bob cracks me up.
That's how you know. That's the Bob locked in face.
But we have seen probably like more highlight plays in this particular map. When you think about what Swag was able to do with the chopper, the snipes that Testy was hitting, yeah, there have been some absurd moments as Enable, Deputy had bad. A nose is going down to the wire, 20-point game with 50 seconds to go on the clock.
Yeah, that game clock it.
He definitely swore right there.
I love the passion. I love the passion. There's that Diamante.
Victoria.
I don't know if he's happy or mad. I'm not really sure.
He's mad. Definitely he's mad.
He was on a streak, like he was close to something.
Maybe.
Oh, did I go off? Oh no, this is when.
So it looks like they can't even get the rockets off. That seems to be the problem. Yeah.
How long does this fucking thing last?
Yeah, this thing looks very strong.
Hey, you got
Let's go, Jericho.
You got it.
Yeah, the chopper gunner is really strong in this game. What the heck?
Good thing they're only down a few points, but the chopper gunners look good.
Yeah. They certainly do.
Looks like a chopper made out of vibranium. I don't even know.
Vibranium.
What's vibranium?
Isn't that the thing in like Marvel? Isn't that what it's called?
I was thinking of like, I was thinking, of, what's it called with, is it Wolverine, like adamantium?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what I was thinking of.
Okay, all right, you metal expert. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Or I don't know what it is.
Some mineral.
Yeah. Back to Scump's POV, you can see why several of the content creators want to be on his team as they are up 100 points.
And Seth's running it up, baby. Seth's running it up right now. He's having a great day.
Oh, it's a little 1600 train for
A
Scumpy.
little
choo-choo action.
Getting me some good production out of the attack chopper right now.
Okay, it's good quality production. He's just trying to find something. Someone's going off. Fearful is just taking someone down with the chopper gunner. So you got attack helicopters. You have chopper gunners in the air. Maven, I am going to need you to lock and load with rocket launchers.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm down. That could be my secondary at all times for you, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm going to max that thing out.
Wow, nice shot. He's got to watch this kill cam.
Oh,
oh, Marksman.
Yeah, you saw it. That's just one of the ones you take on the chin. Like, all right, yeah, nice shot.
This is the RPD, rocking the LMG. Hutch continues to switch it up.
Oh, that's a nice LMG.
This game almost over.
I just feel like I've liked, like, of all the guns we've seen, like, just the, I don't know, the sound and feel of them just looks satisfying.
Yeah.
Like, there's just like a weightiness to kind of the gunfire. I love it.
I almost have my helicopter.
Noah is excited because he's almost there. And that's the thing, right? Obviously, the score streaks, they don't reset after death, but if you're having a tough game, you might not get one of the higher costly score streaks.
I saw some people kind of tweeting during this and saying, like, yes, it's different now with keeping it through death, but, like, with the multiplier, like, you really need to have, like, some nice streaks, because they're going to be hard to earn.
Yep.
I see. That's how they're making up with it.
As he's hitting people,
Dude,
just
you do
getting
not
blown
have
to
flak
smithereens.
jacket on. It is one, and you're gone.
Oh.
I wonder if you can change your loadout in the middle of the. Ooh, nice. Oh, it's a triple because it's a triple with him.
Also takes out half the enemy team.
We've all done that. We've all done that. And I actually saw on the bottom of the screen I really like. It said the percentage of damage dealt that you do, right? So when you get that elimination.
I like that.
Right, so if he did 97%. Like that, you did a lot of the work.
Wow, what just popped up on his screen? There were like 62 lines of text. He did a lot of stuff there, apparently.
Marksman, I haven't seen his gameplay in a while. Nice.
Marksman was one of the nasty snipe we saw earlier in the game. We'll see if he can put on a show for us as we get to the tail end of this. Just one.
Oh, the SA-12 looks so good.
It's going to end any moment once there's a bit of contest or somebody stepping out of the hard point, but still going for the quick scopes.
Nah, Marksman, you don't. You don't. You had some nasty snipes. You just missed that little flick. It's okay.
Oh my god, yes. Woo!
He's rebounding just fine for the victory. Hits the shots. 57 eliminations for him. 237 to 192 victories. We hop over to Zuma, the Italian stallion for the moment, but just hopping through a lot of these players and some of their highlight moments. But that might have been the best map for just showing off some crazy plays so far.
Yeah, that was probably the craziest gameplay so far in the stream.
Playing against some pros sometimes, some really great players.
That would have been nasty if he hit that.
Man. It feels like everybody's getting comfortable, Maven.
Yeah.
Especially with these snipers.
Man, I tried.
That was naughty.
Boys. 16-30.
Yeah, that's all you can do sometimes.
Yeah, good game.
Put
No,
your
had
best
a really
foot
good
forward.
game.
Yeah, puts up a solid game there from Noah, but oh, that was insane. We saw the snipes, we saw the war machine hit, we saw the attack chopper. I feel like there was just a wide breadth of just crazy, insane plays there on satellite. We saw kill confirmed on it earlier. This time it's going to be the hard point mode. Some players focusing on the objective, some players focusing on lighting it up in the kill feed. But yeah, you can't argue. There's been a lot of variety so far and some shining moments for sure.
And again, every single time we go to a map like satellite, you can see the different elements that you want to play around. If you don't want close quarters, you can go out into the dunes. You have that cover to play from. That's where you can use that sniper. If you want to get in everybody's face, you use the pathways, right, that we see from time to time. But it's just so cool to see all the unique elements.
And well, Nameless has been doing our breakdowns post-match. This one should be an easy and a fun one because there were plenty of highlight moments. Nameless, take it away, bud.
Yeah, that was one of the craziest games we've had so far, if not the craziest. I mean, we saw sniper sprees, we saw players picking up chopper gunners, and in that particular game, if you're listening to the in-game comms, every single player was trying to get their score streaks. We saw the War Machine come back out to play, and there's some trends that we're seeing here. Every time it's on Jericho, he's shooting down a chopper in the sky. If it's on Swag, we're seeing a War Machine, and if it's on Testy, we're going to be seeing some snipes. You see Shane here with the 74U early on, picking up some kills. And this was hardpoint, so a lot of our CDL pros and CDL pro coaches, they are going to be more well prepared for the hardpoint game mode. We saw the M16 for the first time today in one of our CDL pros' hands. Priesta, he was trying to pick up some kills. And right here, I heard him, he was complaining about the smoke. He was like, I couldn't see anything. There's so much smoke. And in the Cold War, smokes are insane. They're a lot bigger, and you can use them to your advantage, and you see it coming out early to play here on Satellite Hardpoint. We're seeing this Type 63 once again pick up a ton of kills, and this was the spree that I was most excited to watch. Testy, he said it early on. He was like, I want to get some streaks, man. I need to go off. I need to pick up streaks. He misses one shot, and then he just goes on a crazy spree. He picks up like 3 snipes. He pulls out his 74U, picks up another kill, and it's just such a satisfying kill with that sniper, especially when you get a headshot. The sound in Cold War is absolutely amazing.
Dude, Testy just went off in this one.
Picks up 2 kills, and right here, keep your
I
eye
love
on the
this shot
sniper.
right here.
It looks like he gets a collat, but he picks up 1, and then the napalm gets another 2. So this was just an exciting play out of Testy, and it was crazy because he called it right before it all happened. Hopping on board here with Swag, like I said, every single game, this guy's going off. He has the War Machine, also has 2 streaks to his name, no big deal. They finally pulled out Flak Jacket, but he's still able to get those kills, and he's just been sticking with the M4, right? Like he comes from Warzone. He loves
Oh,
M4,
dude, this guy with
into Cold War.
swag with the chopper gunner is insane.
Up satellite. Now this map is completely open. There's no buildings. So if you get a chopper gunner, you're pretty much gonna just fry everybody.
That's the rust of this map.
He has no remorse for the other team. Yeah, that was incredible. That was one of the best games we've had so far. And if today couldn't get any better, we have a special announcement for you guys at home. Jess and Clint, take it away.
Well, thank you very much, Nameless, as we gear up to dive into one of the other brand new modes coming up into Cold War multiplayer, VIP Escort. There are a few updates for everyone that we wanted to go over with you guys about free post-launch content and how Cold War is built for the PlayStation 5.
So Treyarch has committed to continuing to deliver a lot of content for free as part of Black Ops Cold War's post-launch seasons. Stuff like new maps, new modes, new base weapons, and more will be rolled out for free for players across the post-launch seasons
Oh,
of the
thank
game,
God.
just like Modern Warfare did last year.
Oh, thank God.
This is awesome. So does that mean that just
Oh, thank God.
keep getting access to all sorts of new multiplayer content every few weeks or so?
Oh, thank goodness.
And from what I've been told, Treyarch's got solid plans for post-launch multiplayer content, and they're going to roll out a lot more detail on this before launch.
Jess, you've got the knowledge hook up.
Wait,
So a lot of
but
people are also wondering
we gotta
how
see
Black
if
Ops
Treyarch's
Cold
gonna
War
stick to
will
their
take
word
advantage of
or
the
they're
next
gonna
gen consoles and
lie to us like they did in Black Ops.
Right, and so new console years are always super exciting because devs
3 to
can
4.
bring fans these awesome experiences in all their glory by using the power of these new consoles. Treyarch and crew are focused on taking advantage of 5 key features for Black Ops fans. First off is higher refresh rate. Cold War can take advantage of the PS5's ability to run at 120 Hz. So if you've got a display that's 120 Hz capable, as a player, that's going to translate into cut down input lag, which is going to give you a really smooth gameplay experience.
I like the sound of that, Jess, and I know resolution is always a big one for players too. Maxing out the 2 gives you this super clear, smooth image that creates an edge of multiplayer. The Treyarch crew is leveraging the additional memory that the PS5 provides so the team can build true 4K gameplay.
Yeah, and to make everything look that much better, the team are tapping into the ray tracing tech available for PS5. This is all about creating the most realistic lighting and effects. Treyarch is using ray tracing with their photogrammetry captured environments and characters, which is when you digitally scan an object in the real world and recreate it nearly perfectly in-game, and combines it with what's called a photometric lighting system. Basically, you end up with this absolutely beautiful HDR 4K experience on the PS5 with some of the most realistic looking environments yet.
Yeah, that all sounds awesome, Jess, but sound and feel are also just as important in the multiplayer experience, especially in a game like COD.
Yeah, good call. And Cold War will take advantage of both 3D audio and haptic feedback. Cold War takes advantage of PS5 tech that allows them to create true 3D audio.
Ooh.
This creates a sound image in front of, behind, below, and above you. In multiplayer, you're going to get the most advanced directional feedback from your environment. So weapons will sound differently based on the point of origin. Footstep direction and distance are going to be super clear. You guys get the picture. It's all designed to help you know where your enemies are within a 3D sound space. And to help translate all of that into literal feel, Cold War multiplayer uses every bit of the haptic feedback systems in the new DualSense controller. So the vibrations and the triggers are more advanced than they've ever been in terms of telling you exactly what's happening with the weapon in your hands or the vehicle you're driving when you play.
Damn, so this sounds like it's going to be wild on PS5. Thanks for the rundown, Jess. Now let's gear up for our first look at a brand new mode called VIP Escort.
Yes, I am so excited for VIP Escort. You know, like we've said earlier, it's a 6v6 VIP Escort. So this time we're going to be playing on Crossroads. It's a huge map, much bigger than what we've seen before. So that's really going to affect the way that our pros and our influencers are playing. And of course, depending on which side you are on, you are either trying to kill the VIP or rescue them. So, you know, that's enough hearing about it. I really want to see some more gameplay. Merc, Maven, take it away.
Jess just killed that.
She's crushing it.
Yeah, she's
crushing it.
The whole haptic feedback, 4K resolution, 3D
It's a
audio.
lot of big
sound.
words.
I don't know what's going on, but it all sounds awesome. And we can't wait to get our hands on the game, but let's continue on with this awesome gameplay segment. It is the multiplayer reveal. If you're just joining us, we've seen a whole array of gameplay. You can check back through VODs to check it out, but I know most of you've been watching this the entire time, and I hope you're enjoying the broadcast so far. But it's the new mode. It's VIP Escort. And Joe, you should be familiar with this because you're very good. I'm not.
Okay.
You basically escort me around all the time anyway.
Yeah.
Protect me.
Right. We have to protect you. We get that challenge quite often, right? To take care of Maven, right? that is really important. And again, as Jess said, you're going to try to protect and extract your VIP, or you're going to try and take them down. It is an elimination-based game mode. It's 6v6. But what's interesting about this one is depending on the map, it is going to play differently. We're going to Crossroads.
I might stop the stream around 2:30
right?
after this game.
Vehicles that you can use.
Because I got to do other
Switch
stuff.
maps, you know, we play this Miami maybe a little bit. It's going to play a lot different. And I think that's what's so exciting about this is, yes, it's a new mode, but it's also going to have different feels based on the map.
Well, let's get into Crossroads. This one, if you're watching the developer commentary early in the broadcast, they were talking about the snowmobiles, and I think she said like one of the more satisfying things is just nailing somebody with a snowmobile. I tend to agree. I want to smash people with a snowmobile too. So this should be very cool to see. This is again one that's going to be transport vehicles, snowmobiles all over the map. This is one of the larger maps. It's a very, very large map. And yeah, I don't know what to expect. This is the first time we've really seen Eyes On with VIP, but from an overall breakdown standpoint, it sounds fun. It should be a blast.
Yeah, it sounds a lot of fun. There's a lot of ways you can win the round. There's a lot of different ways that you can play.
Oops,
this
my bad.
game. Again, also score streaks are going to be for the VIP only. They're the only person that can earn some score streaks. They're going to get a spy plane. They have 2 smokes to protect themselves as well. So if you are that VIP, you're going to have a couple of different ways that you're going to want to play.
To the snowmobile, please. No! Why would you get the snowmobile? See, they know what they're doing.
They know what they're
Now
doing.
look how slow you look, SKYZ.
That looks awesome. It looks beautiful.
This is what we want.
Go.
Zuma, it's time to smash. Find him, hunt him.
I mean, you did donate $200.
Hit him with the snowmobile. He's already out of it. I'm very sad. I was hoping he was going hunt. One person I know we can rely on to do that when we get to them later is Bobby Puff.
Yeah, he's going to try and nail some people. But again, elimination-based mode. This is going to be first to 4. And it sounds like an escort is already there. So the escort's there. Now they got to get him out.
Okay.
Oh, never mind. They already got him out. They got the round win. So, again, we're hopping from game to game. But they didn't watch the point. That's basically what Sim's saying. So, thank you very much.
No, he seemed a little frustrated there, but over to Nick Merckx we go. As you mentioned, we're going to be hopping in between a lot of the games.
Okay, so he's the VIP. Nick's the VIP. If we can watch Nick for a little bit. Now, looks like you could revive as well, as Bobby gets taken down.
Hey, Bob. Yep. I like that from Nick.
This isn't really a tactic.
No, yes, it is. This is absolutely a tactic. This is called mind games. Now, do you want to do that with your teammates? More often than not, no.
Yeah.
But Bobby down, I mean, we're used to seeing that quite a bit.
No, he's still there. Oh, okay, got my elimination. Yeah, so the down mechanics are just like...
All right, IJ. I actually got a lot of things that I need to do for the rest of the day, so I can't stick around for the stream as much as I would like to. But for you and for anybody else watching the stream, thank you so much for stopping by. I know it's kind of just the start of the new game, but I gotta go do other stuff. I kind of want to watch like the other information on this game. So I will see you guys next time. Peace out.